Good afternoon, and welcome to Sabercat Field at Fossil Ridge High School. We have a good matchup today between the Ponderosa Mustangs and the Fossil Ridge Sabercats. Sabercats won their last game on Tuesday, 22-19 against the Fruita Monument Wildcats. And the last game for Ponderosa actually has no result according to our stat page, but they did play Evelyn High School on Tuesday.
We got Xander Reese pitching for us today, Fossil.
He had a relief effort on Tuesday. I think he had a few walks in the effort before being replaced by Easton Miller.
I think he had one strikeout.
He did, indeed.
I think so.
I believe he did. Xander is definitely one of the best pitchers on Fossil. He's a possible D1 prospect. I know at one point he was committed to Oklahoma, I believe, and then he actually decommitted sometime last year or his sophomore year.
Today, hopefully, he won't be in his head so much. Wind is not very bad. So hopefully he puts on a showing that we know that he can put on, which is very much better than he put on Tuesday.
I've talked to Xander many times. He used to be in a lot of my classes. He's definitely extremely competitive, very motivated. And I know that he was mad at himself for the way that he played in that. I think it was just one inning, maybe 1 1/3 inning on Tuesday. He'll definitely looking to bounce back in this starting effort instead of a relief effort. Up first for Ponderosa, we have Carson Conant, the center fielder. On the season, Conant is batting .154 in 13 at-bats. Steps up to the plate. Xander Reese looks at him. Hasn't found his pitch yet. There it is.
Pitch as a ball. It's very high and outside.
Looked like it was going to be a possible bunt attempt from Carson Conant. We'll see if he follows suit here in his second pitch.
Pitch. That one was way high and outside again.
So a 2-0 count now. Left-handed pitcher on right-handed batter.
Pitch. Way outside.
A 3-0 count now for Carson Conant, the senior from Ponderosa High School. See if Xander can find the zone.
Pitch. High ball.
So a 4-pitch walk to start for Xander Reese on the mound.
I think he needs a little bit of encouragement.
And I'm sure he'll get it from his infielders. They were being very encouraging to any pitcher who was on the mound on Tuesday. Here comes Parker Dennis, the second baseman, a senior at Ponderosa High School. Batting .583, or never mind. He's not batting .583.
Pitch. With the ball outside, it's a wild pitch. It advances the runner to second. Is Johnny playing today? I can't even see him.
Bit of a shaky start here for Xander Reese.
I don't think Johnny's playing today.
1-0 count.
Unfortunate, we don't have our Wally West today.
Johnny Reed is out of the lineup. He had a great game on Tuesday. Probably a pretty well-deserved rest for him.
He may be listening live right now. Who knows?
Maybe. Parker Dennis is batting .500 on the season, not .583.
Try to
1-0 count now.
to look at second there. Pitch. That was a nice strike.
Good job by Xander Reese to find the zone there. So we have a 1-1 count now to Parker Dennis, the second baseman. Parker Dennis has 12 at-bats on the season, 6 hits, 8 RBI.
Again, trying to get Xander to look, make sure he's honest. Pitch. That one was an outside ball.
So a 2-1 count for Parker Dennis. No outs in the top of the first inning. Looking at the runner at second, trying to keep him honest.
Pitch. That's another high ball.
It's a 3-1 count for Parker Dennis. He thought that
it was his fourth ball, so he started to run.
We now have a score out there in center field, so Either he just wasn't listening to the umpire or wasn't paying attention to his at-bat.
Probably both.
So a 3-1 count for Parker Dennis. Runner on second.
Again, making him look back there. Pitch. Outside ball.
And now it's a walk.
That is a lot of those same pitches over.
That
and over
was, yeah. I mean, it must be hard for some of these pitchers. It's been very windy in Fort Collins the last couple days. So you have to practice in the wind, and then you get a beautiful 65-degree day like today. Perfect day for pitching.
Slightly windy.
Yeah, just a slight breeze. Probably coming in from the west over the mountains. Runners on first and second with no outs in the top of the first inning.
Again, checking back at second. Pitch. That one was a strike. Very nice strike, if I do say so.
This is Dylan Carey at the plate for the Mustangs, wearing number 13. He plays shortstop. He's batting .375 on the season in 16 at-bats.
He's getting a pretty big lead over there. Second. Checking back. Pitch. Ball.
1-1 count for Dylan Carey. We have Carson Conant at second base. Parker
Gets
Dennis on first base.
Pretty big lead every single time.
Yeah,
then he
he
kind of
looks-
steps back when he gets checked on.
Kind of looks like a speedster too.
Pitch. Strike.
Really solid pitch there from Xander.
He's not a speedster. He's not one of the flashes. Come on now.
I said he looks like a speedster.
He could never be a speedster. Come on.
Same leadoff as usual at second for Carson Conant. So we have a 1-2 count now.
Pitch. It's a ball. Looked like he wanted to swing there, but he held up.
Yep. As we mentioned, it's a beautiful day in Fort Collins. A little cloudy, but it's been sunny all day.
Another day where I forget my sunglasses for the game.
Another day where I'm glad I left them in the car.
I hate you. Pitch. Oh, he
Interesting.
was safe on that check swing there.
I didn't think it even mattered.
I thought that went all the way. I thought that was a strike. I didn't think that it mattered either.
Yeah, it looked like it was in the zone, but umpire thinks differently, so we have a
I'm also
full count
pretty
now.
sure that he broke halfway there, so I don't know. Pitch and running to third. Oh, the throw was a little bit too high to get down.
Doesn't matter, though, because they called a walk on another pitch that looked like it was in the zone. I doubt that Xander Reese is very happy with the umpire's call so far, but he can't let it get in his head. You just got to get an out here any way that you can. Now, bases loaded for the Mustangs in the top of the first inning with still no outs. This is Derek Lukes walking up to the plate now, number 7. He
Bases
plays catcher.
are loaded.
Another right-handed hitter for Ponderosa.
Pitch. That one is a strike.
That one looks similar to some of the
Hopefully,
last couple pitches we've seen.
hopefully these calls by the umpires making Xander mad to get him to throw strikes now.
Yeah,
Put on
Maybe
the performance that we know that he can put on.
maybe putting a little more heat on that, a little more mustard on that sandwich.
Pitch. That is a ball in the dirt. It is away from the catcher. Drives in a run. And now there are runners on second and third.
Ponderosa leads 1-0 in the top of the first. And we saw a similar situation in their game on Tuesday with Breck Benedict on the mound.
We did.
It didn't much matter because the SaberCats could not stop pulling in some runs. They had 13 runs in the first inning of their win on Tuesday against Fruita Monument. Runners on second and third.
Pitch. That is a high ball.
2-1 count for Derek Lukes, the senior at Ponderosa, batting .385 on the season, 4 RBI in the season. He also has 4 walks drawn.
Pitch. Swing and a ground ball to first base. Going to try to tag him out at home. It does not make it.
Interesting choice there by Tyler Kubat to throw
It
to
was
home.
interesting.
I understand it, though,
It is understandable, but you should just go for the easy out at first.
I think in the end it was a good decision. Maybe just a little too slow of a throw there
I don't
to the
agree
catcher.
that it was a good decision, quite honestly. I think he should have just stepped on first, got the easy out, and gained back the run that he just let go by. I think
see.
that would have been the better decision.
I see that, too.
Personally.
Still no outs now after an attempted put out at home.
Runners on
first.
third and first. Wow.
Stealing.
How are you going to steal
I
that
tried to
from
steal
me,
your
man?
thunder. I'm sorry.
Can't do that.
This is Tate Johansson at the plate, the DH.
Pitch. That was a breaking ball. Just broke outside of the zone, though. He thought about swinging, but he didn't.
Tate Johansson wears number 2 for Ponderosa. Bats .583 on the season. 7 hits and 12 at-bats.
Pitch, swing, and a high fly ball. It
Out
is
to the
foul.
field. Watch out. There's a teacher walking there very slowly on her phone. She did not see that baseball. Got to pay more attention out there. So a 1-1 count now for Tate Johansson with runners on first and third.
Fossil's down by 2.
Still no outs in the top of the first.
Sanders steps off the plate there, give himself a little breather.
Probably a good choice. I doubt Xander is feeling that anxious. He's been doing this his whole life, but sometimes you just got to take a step back, take a deep breath.
Pitch as a strike. Again, he thought about swinging there, but he decided against it. Should have swung.
So a 1-2 count for Tate Johansson. Still no outs in the top of the first for the SaberCats.
Pitch, swing, and a line drive just over the second baseman's head. Drives in a run. Holds him to a single, though. And gets a runner on third.
One of those pitches that probably shouldn't have been swung at, but in the end it was a good result for Ponderosa. Looks like Tyler Kubat's going to have a conversation with Xander Reese. Just get him to cool down. That's a pitcher-on-pitcher talk. Runners on first and third for the Mustangs. They have a 3-0 lead over the SaberCats with no outs in the top of the first inning. Another right-handed pitcher for the Mustangs. I don't believe they've had a single left-handed hitter. I meant to say hitter.
Pitch. That is a ball.
I called him a right-handed pitcher. I meant to say right-handed hitter. This is Bryce Robinette, the third baseman for the Mustangs at the plate.
Catcher going to talk real quick. Infield's going to talk.
It's still early, so Xander can't let this get away from him early. You know, still only a 3-0 lead. Fossil's good enough at the plate where they can just calm him down and say, listen, it's all right. We've still got 7 full innings basically to play because there hasn't been an out yet.
Well, the hope would be that it's not a constant back and forth of Fossil doing really well one game and then just getting destroyed the next.
I don't think that would happen.
Well, you never know.
Mullen is a pretty good team that they faced last Saturday.
Yeah, but we got shut out on Saturday.
That's true. But then we came back, scored 22 runs. But you're right, we can't have those up and down games. Got to stay consistent.
Pitch is a strike.
Right down the
I think that
middle.
little talk there might have helped Xander out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. So a 1-1 count for Bryce Robinette. Runners on first and third. Still no outs in the top of the first.
Pitch is another strike. Very nice. That one was low, so he didn't think to swing at that one.
Yeah. It looked like a breaking ball that actually started in the zone and went out of it. Still called a strike. Good pitch from Xander Reese.
Pitch, swing, and a miss.
Strikeout, but also a stolen base on the play as Tate Johansson moves from first to second.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 4, Gabe
It's
Jacobs.
honestly better when you have the runners on third and second instead of third and first.
That's true, yeah.
So giving up that steal there doesn't really mean much.
Runners on second and third with Gabe Jacobs at the plate for the Mustangs.
Pitch, that is a strike.
It's like Xander Reese is finally into a groove here. That infield conversation definitely helped him out. He's looking solid now. Johansson at second and Luke's at third.
Pitch, that one was inside. Almost got away from the catcher, but he stopped it.
1-1 count for Jacobs. Another right-handed hitter. That was a good block there by Sam Pease behind the plate. solid catcher for the SaberCats. 1 out in the top of the first.
Xander steps off again, give himself a little breather.
3-0 lead for the Mustangs.
Pitch. And a strike.
Really solid fastball. And, you know, like we said, even if it takes him stepping off the mound before every pitch, it's good to just feel locked in before every pitch.
Plus, it throws off the groove of the batter when you
Yeah,
take a pause like that.
that is true. And here he goes again, stepping off the mound.
Because now you're getting into the head of the batter as to why you're stepping off.
Mm-hmm. Making him overthink his next swing.
Pitch, swing, and a foul ground ball.
Still a 2-1 count for Gabe Jacobs. On the season, Jacobs is batting .750. And, only 6 plate appearances, though. 3 hits and 4 at-bats.
It's a pitch. That was a strike
Caught looking.
inside. Very nice.
Jacobs did not agree with that call, but I'm sure the umpire does not care.
Baseman number 6.
He simply does not care.
So still runners on second and third with 2 outs in the top half of the first inning.
Got a left-handed hitter now.
Oh, first left-handed hitter of the game for the Mustangs. This is Dylan Weiss. Weiss? I'm going to go with Weiss. That sounds better.
Pitch, strike. Stance is a little bit odd to me. It's not bad. It's just not what I'm used to seeing. His knees aren't bending very much.
That's true.
He's
Kind of
not
like
really in a squat position like you would normally see. Pitch, strike, a breaking ball that got him to jump a little bit.
really good pitch. It looks like the whole time it was going to go at him, and it kind of caught it, or it made him freeze before just curving back into the zone at the very end there for the strike.
I could see his feet aren't super wide.
Yeah. 0-2 count for Weiss, the first baseman.
Pitch, strikeout.
Caught another one looking.
He wanted to swing at that one, but he didn't. That was a very nice strike there.
So 3 runs in the top half of the first for the Mustangs, but Xander Reese is looking locked in.
All he needed was a little pep talk, and he was good to go after that.
Yeah, he was.
35 pitches for that inning, but all 3 strikeouts. So that's something.
3 strikeouts, including 2 caught looking to end the inning. SaberCats will come up to bat now in the bottom half of the first inning.
Got
Nathan Kaczynski.
Tyler Smith pitching for Ponderosa.
Yep. On the season, Tyler Smith. What number is Tyler Smith?
5.
He's number 5, and he has a 5.25 ERA in 2 appearances. He's 0-1, 4 innings played.
And I'm actually going to keep pitch count of them this time, just so we know how many pitches they got. So we have something to talk about there.
In our previous broadcast, we had some technical difficulties along with our first broadcast. Not sure what happened. We are running on a hot spot here. Hopefully we do not have any technical difficulties. But there will also be a recording of the game posted sometime within a few days, if anything happens.
Just like last time.
If you have any reason to return to Tuesday's broadcast against Fruta, there is a recording uploaded to sabercatsports YouTube channel. Same place where you find the live streams.
It is the 3-hour one, not the 2-hour one.
Yes. And it has Tyler Kubat's home run that he hit in the 6th inning.
Which was just barely cut off.
It was.
So unfortunate.
That was unfortunate. Right before our string cut off. Or right after, our string cut off. Tyler Kubat hit a home run on Tuesday's win. This is Nathan Kaczynski, the left fielder for the SaberCats.
See if he draws a walk again like he normally does.
He has been drawing
kind of just, his normal routine is just draw walks.
a lot of walks in the season.
Pitch. That is a ball.
So a 1-0 count for number 9, Nathan Kaczynski, to start the bottom half of the first inning. Infield playing out.
Pitch. Strike. Hesitated on that one. He wanted to swing.
Definitely a lot of Ponderosa fans in the bleachers today.
Looks like it. Everyone's cheering for him. Pitch, swing, and a foul ball. Got a couple people in the audience here to flinch.
That's true.
I saw that.
This is our third game. I think I'm done flinching.
That time I didn't
but-
flinch, but I saw a couple people standing up here and they flinched. That was funny.
1-2 count.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball to shortstop. Let's see if he can beat it out. He just barely does not.
That was a really close play
That
at
was
first
very
base.
close. Took the umpire a little bit.
Kind of process the sounds and the sights
Yeah,
of what just happened. Tyler Kubat up to bat now for the SaberCats. He's playing first base today.
got the home run in the last game.
And he was our Fossil Baseball player of the game.
See if he can hit another home run. Or just lead us off with a good one. Pitch, strike.
Kubat wears number 18 for the SaberCats. And on the season, he's batting .500. Last game definitely brought up that average he bet.
Pitch, swing, and a high fly foul ball
Last
over
game,
our heads.
last game he bet .833. He had 2 doubles, a single, a home run, and drove in 5 runs for the SaberCats.
Pitch. That is a ball. Catcher had to jump to stop that one. Though it wasn't really necessary. There's nobody on base.
1-2 count with 1 out in the bottom half of the first inning.
Ponderosa leading 3-0. Pitch. That is a high ball.
Another one that got away from the catcher there at the backstop. It is now a 2-2 count for Tyler Kubat. Plays first and outfield, and he's also a pitcher for the SaberCats.
Pitch. Swing, and a foul ground ball.
That one was barely foul, bounced out at the last second before passing third base. Still a 2-2 count. SaberCats have 2 new players on varsity this game. We'll talk more about them in the next break between innings.
Pitch. Strike.
Caught Kubat looking there, and the Ponderosa fans in the stadium really liked that one. It's a relatively, not long drive, but somewhat long drive from Parker, Colorado for the Mustangs, just south of Denver. It always takes a while to get through Denver. That's probably about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the time of the day.
Pitch. That was a breaking ball. Did not quite break into the zone, though.
How many pitches does Tyler Smith have so far?
11.
11 pitches for Tyler Smith. Out. See if SaberCats can get something going.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball to third baseman. Oh,
Safe.
he is safe.
First baseman.
First baseman had to jump to grab that one, and he came off the bag.
So, poor throw from the third baseman there.
Pitcher number 8, Xander Reese.
Xander Reese up to bat now. See if he can try to drive in a double. That would be pretty good for Fossil here.
2 outs in the inning.
Ponderosa's still up 3-0.
Runner at first after the error. That runner, Sam Pease.
Pitch, strike.
I've noticed after our first couple of games, I've noticed that Xander has a little tick that he does every time it's called a strike and he doesn't swing. He just nods his head like, yeah.
I do
I'll
the
swing.
exact same thing. Pickoff attempt. Ball gets loose from the first baseman's hand. He is safe.
First baseman is lucky that one didn't bounce further. Pease might have been able to steal second there.
He definitely could have stole second.
Yeah.
He was fast.
In case you missed our last broadcast, there was a lawn chair that the wind just could not move. It is still there.
Pitch. That was a ball.
Try not to talk too much about the lawn chair this game. Have no reason to.
There's no real reason to until the wind picks up.
That's true. 1-1 count for Xander Reese. Reese is the DH for the SaberCats. Where's
Keeps
number 8?
looking back at first there. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He knew that he shouldn't have swung at that as soon as he did.
Yep. Immediately kind of looked to the sky, probably thinking, oops, should not have swung at that one.
Yeah, that pitch was eye level.
But Xander is a pretty good hitter.
He is a good hitter.
That's 467 on the season. 15 at bats.
Pitch. Ball. He almost swung at that one, but he held up.
2-2
Ball
count.
gets away from the pitcher there, but not far enough for Pease to steal second.
Not sure if we had any technical difficulties. Our
Who knows?
technical helper fixed something, so hopefully the broadcast is coming crystal clear now.
Pitch. Strike.
There are definitely a lot of Mustangs fans in the crowd here. Chairs falling.
Chairs falling everywhere.
So pretty quick 3 outs in the inning for the SaberCats as Ponderosa Mustangs still lead 3-0 as we enter the top half of the second inning.
17 pitches for Tyler Smith with 2 strikeouts.
As I mentioned in that last half inning, there are 2 new players added to varsity for the SaberCats from JV. Number 26, Jackson Mitchell, is a sophomore. He's a right-handed pitcher. And number 27, Owen Morgan. He's a freshman, plays shortstop, second, and outfield. So congratulations to them. Really big achievement in for 2 very young baseball players for the SaberCats. SaberCats are a very young team right now. I believe that Coach Modelmog's plan is to kind of just develop a lot of freshmen and sophomores for the future for the team to be really good in a couple of years, and I respect that plan. Team is still pretty good right now, 3-2, down 3-0 early here, but there's still plenty of time for the SaberCats to get back into this one. Not that big of a margin. Xander Reese looked really locked in there at the end of the first inning. Even after allowing 3 runs, he got 3 straight strikeouts. Caught 2 batters looking to end the inning. Up first.
Hope that he can keep that up.
Yeah. Knowing him, he's not going to forget those 3 runs that he allowed. He's going to make up for it any way that he can. So we have Max Mervin up first in the top half of the second inning. He's number 15 and plays left field for the Mustangs. Max Mervin on the season is batting 310 at-bats. He's only driven 1 RBI on the season for the Mustangs. So we draw closer.
Throw down was a little bit high there.
Top of the second inning, left fielder number 15, Max Mervin.
So here comes Mervin. Fans calling him Merv, and I think I might call him Merv. I heard a fan yell, "Go Merv." Another right-handed hitter for the Mustangs.
Pitch. Strike.
Good first pitch for Xander Reese here. As we now have an 0-1 count with no outs to lead off the inning.
Pitch. Swing and a high fly ball, but it is foul.
I could not even see where that one went. It looked like...
I didn't either. If I can't see it, then I'm just going to assume that it's foul.
Yeah.
If it's not, then I'll correct myself.
Fans were looking somewhere close to the turf field at Fossil Ridge High School.
So over our heads.
Yep.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Strikeout.
Very nice 4th strikeout for Xander.
4 straight.
Carson
He's
Conant.
getting in the zone now. Putting on the showing that we knew he could put on.
As we go back to the top of the lineup, we have Carson Conant for the Mustangs. He drew a walk in his first at-bat in 4 pitches.
Pitch. Ball.
He started his last at-bat the same way, looking like he's attempting to draw a bunt here. And I said that he's a speedster. No flash nicknames for him, though.
It's not a speedster at all.
Well, if he's trying to bunt.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. It's not a speedster. He's a fake and a fraud.
Interesting observation.
Pitch. Swing. A high fly ball to right field. But I think that one goes over the fence. Oh, it just drops just short of the fence. And
No,
I
it
think
was
he's
caught.
out.
Yes. Great play there
Not bad. Mustangs
Thought
by the
that one
right
was going
fielder,
straight
Easton
over
Miller.
the fence.
Dennis.
That was Easton Miller over there running in the foul territory to put out Carson Conant. Parker Dennis up to bat now for the Mustangs. He drew a walk as well in his first at bat. Reese is eyeing him down. Ready for the pitch.
Pitch. That is a ball high and outside.
One 0 count now for Parker Dennis.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Make that a 1-1 count with 2 outs in the bottom half of the second inning. Mustangs still lead 3-0 over the SaberCats.
Pitch. Ooh, that one was definitely a breaking ball. I thought that one was just way wild, but then it broke.
Pease couldn't get a handle on that one. Doesn't matter though, there are no runners on base. So a 2-1 count for Parker Dennis, the right-handed hitter.
Pitch. Swing and a foul ball.
Slight breeze came in there into our booth, sent a chill down my spine, even though I'm wearing a flannel. And it will just not stop. It is getting colder in the booth. Let's see if we can find some blankets.
There are no blankets in this booth, and you know that. Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Another strikeout for Xander Reese. That 5 strikeouts as we end the top half of the second inning.
46 pitches for Xander.
How many did he have in the first? Like 33? 35, somewhere around there?
I think he had like 37.
So a pretty quick inning for the SaberCats. So we head now to the bottom half of the second inning. The Mustangs lead 3-0. Plenty of time for the SaberCats to get some runs on the board. Up first for the SaberCats to start the second inning will be Easton Miller, who had a really good game on Tuesday against Fruta.
Ponderosa's pitcher Tyler Smith coming into this with 17 pitches and 2 strikeouts. Much more fresh than Xander is.
Yeah.
Didn't have to throw nearly as many pitches.
He got 3 batters out on a ground out and 2 strikeouts in the top half of the first inning. Easton Miller in his last game against Fruta bats .600. He had 3 hits, 5 RBI. He also pitched in the game, pitched 2 innings to close the game in the SaberCats' 22-19 win over the Wildcats of Fruta Monument High School. So I mentioned in the last break between innings how many young players are on the SaberCats. They have 9 sophomores and 2 freshmen on varsity compared to only 6 seniors and 4 juniors. Easton Miller is batting .263 on the season in 19 at-bats. He's driven 7 runs batted in.
Miller.
As I mentioned, Easton Miller is also a pitcher for the SaberCats, and he plays outfield. He's a right-handed hitter. Smith is a right-handed pitcher on the mound for the Mustangs.
Pitch, swing, and a line drive over the right fielder's head.
Miller's going for 2.
Does he go for 3? No, he does not. Stays at second, gives him a double.
Looks at the dugout and celebrates. Good leadoff double for Easton Miller as now Brick Benedict comes up to bat.
96, the center fielder, number 10, Brick Benedict.
Plays center field for the SaberCats.
Cheers for Breck, apparently.
He's got a lot of fans here.
More than he's had at the other previous games.
I noticed when he was announced before the game, a lot of cheers. Solid following at Fossil Ridge High School. Runner at second. No outs.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball straight back to the pitcher. He throws it to first. Looks down Easton at second base, but Easton says, no way, I'm going to third anyway.
Surprising that they didn't try to get Miller in a pickle there. I thought maybe he was going to do that with no outs. But either way, We have now a runner on third. That is Easton Miller as Shane Crow comes up to bat.
See if Shane can drive Easton into home. Give
Shane.
Fossil that little boost to try to even the score.
Shane's playing shortstop today. Wears number 1. Batting 154 in the season.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball to second base. Oh, the
Lost
first
it.
baseman gets lost at first, so he's safe there and drives in Easton to home.
Another one of those plays at first. I
It's
wonder.
the second one this game, and
Yeah.
we're only in the second inning.
That's Dylan Bice at first. He's a. I actually don't have Dylan Bice on. Wow, interesting. But I remember. Oh, he wears number 10. He's
No,
a
you
senior.
do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just about to
He's
say
a
I have
senior.
it written down. Pickoff attempt. It is unsuccessful. You know, every single time that the first baseman is messed up there, the Tyler Smith has always tried to pick them off,
Mm-hmm.
try to correct his mistake.
That's
but
true.
It's yet to be successful pitch. That is a high ball.
This is Bradford at the plate for the SaberCats. He's the third baseman, wears number 12. Came on as a reliever in their win on Tuesday for Breck Benedict. Runner at first, that's Shane Crow. 1-0 count.
Pickoff attempt again. He's not really getting that big of a lead.
Not really.
He's getting back there with plenty of time to spare. I don't think you should just give up on that pickoff attempt.
Yeah.
Focus on the batter. Pitch, swing and a miss.
So a 2-0 count for Hayden. Oh, never mind. 1-1 count for Hayden Bradford. Bradford is batting 091 on the season.
Pitch, strike.
That one looked like it went right down the middle.
It's pretty close.
Still a runner on first. Mustangs lead at 3-1 in the bottom half of the second inning. 1 out, 1-2 count.
Pitch, ball.
So a 2-2 count for Hayden Bradford. I noticed that most of the previous batters in this inning have been like one-pitch swings. So Bradford's the first one to have like a elongated at-bat. Checking on him at first.
Pitch, swing and a miss. That one was pretty far off.
So a strikeout for Hayden Bradford brings it to 2 outs in the inning. Ethan Moran's up to bat now. He's the second baseman for the SaberCats. Did not play on Tuesday. He's a sophomore, and he's batting 125 and 8 at-bats in the season. Shane Crow is still at first base. 2 outs.
Pitch, swing and a miss.
0-1 count for Ethan Moran. Bottom half of the second inning. Mustangs lead at 3-1.
Pickoff attempt.
Poor Shane.
Successful. That is the third time that he's tried to pick off Shane.
I
And
felt bad
again,
for him.
he's just gotten back there every single time with plenty of time to spare. Pitch, swing and a miss. I
Just
guess
trying
it's
to-
working to get into the batter's head.
Yeah.
'Cause that's twice now
That's
that
true.
he's swung at a high ball.
Tyler Smith is just trying to make sure Shane gets in his lunging or his jumping exercises today. Looking
I
out for him.
guess. Trying to keep that core in shape. Pitch. That one was very close to hitting him there.
A Ponderosa fan screamed nice when it looked like it was going to hit Ethan Moran. Wonder if there's some bad blood there.
It was a breaking ball, but it did not break
It did
enough
not.
to get into the zone.
So a 1-2 count for Ethan Moran.
Pitch, swing, and a line drive over the shortstop's head. That holds him to a single. Gets Shane over to second. Runners on second and first.
Nathan Kaczynski's up to bat now. I feel like every time I say that, I steal your thunder. Like you were about to say Nathan Kaczynski.
I was actually.
Yeah.
I was going to say Nathan Kaczynski up to bat, but you always say it before I do.
Sorry. As I mentioned, his first at bat is batting .533 entering today. Runners on first and second with 2 outs in the bottom half of the second inning.
Pitch. Umpire says that he swung without checking with the other one.
Said that Kaczynski went around there. Looked like a solid check swing to me.
I feel like that one was less of a swing than the other one that he didn't call a swing.
That's true.
That Ponderosa had. So
small lead off at second for Crow.
Pitch, swing and a miss. That one was a little bit too high.
So a quick 0-2 count now for Kaczynski with runners on first and second with 2 outs in the bottom half of the second inning. Shane Crow's at second. Ethan Moran is at first.
Pitch. That one was high and away.
I think it might have got away from Smith there on the mound. He immediately kind of flinched like, oh, I did not want that to go there. Good catch behind the plate. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. 1-2 count for Kaczynski.
Pitch, swing and a miss.
4 strikeouts for Tyler Smith in the game. As the SaberCats leave 2 stranded.
Did I miss one?
4 in the game. 2 in the inning. I think you might have missed one.
I swear I only have 3 strikeouts in the game.
He caught Kubat and Reese looking in the first inning.
Yeah, I got those 2.
And then he got Hayden Bradford in this past half inning.
I guess I just missed Hayden.
Well, either way, Mustangs lead it 3-1 as we go to the top half of the third inning. Xander Reese looks like he's still going to be on the mound for the SaberCats. He allowed 3 runs in the first inning, but a really good second inning for him. I don't even know if he allowed anyone on base. No, he did not. It was got him 1, 2, 3 in the second inning.
Got to think about what Fossil's going to do for their pitchers tomorrow against Grand Junction.
That's true.
So they may just try to limit pitching to just 2 people today. Try to have Xander go on for as long as he can, and then maybe just get one other person.
Yeah.
That way you can have as many pitches as you can for next game, and then just have all of them recuperate for Wednesday's game.
Mm-hmm. The reason the SaberCats are playing on a back-to-back today and tomorrow is because the game against Grand Junction was originally postponed. Interesting note for Ponderosa is that all 5 games that they've played have been on the road so far, 6 including this one. I assume that their last game against Devlin High School was on the road as well. But as I said, there were no stats for that game. This is Dylan Carey up to bat now for the Mustangs.
Pitch. That was a nice breaking ball for a strike.
So 0-1 count for Dylan Carey. Reese is definitely looking more locked in now.
Pitch, swing and a miss.
Fans are trying to break into the booth. We are safe.
Even though the door is not closed.
Door's not closed, but we have security. It's called a box fan that is holding the door open. 0-1 count for Carey.
Pitch. That was a high ball.
Starting to get a little darker right now as the clouds move in over the sun. Getting a little chilly.
Just past 5 o'clock now. Pitch. Ball.
2-2 count for Dylan Carey.
Ponderosa is still up 3-1 in the third inning.
After the SaberCats drove in a run in the bottom half of the second inning.
Pitch. Strikeout.
Caught another one looking.
Did not like that call at all.
Third batter caught looking now in the game.
It's a 6th strikeout for Xander Reese. Very nice showing right now.
Yes, indeed. 6 strikeouts in his last 7 batters face.
After that slump at the beginning of the game, he just had a little pep talk. Pitch. Ball way outside. After that little pep talk, he just immediately went out there and got strike after strike.
That is true. Luke's is up to bat now. He had a single in the first inning.
Pitch as a ball. almost jumped to swing at that there.
2-0 count for Luke's, the catcher for the Mustangs. 1 out in the top half of the third inning.
Pitch, strike.
Good pitch there, just on the outer edge of the zone. Gets the strike call. Moves it
Both
to a
teams
2-1
are
count.
having many of their batters just wanting to swing, but they don't.
Yeah, a little hesitation at the plate.
Pitch, ball high.
Just barely out of the top of the zone there. So I mentioned it's been around 60 degrees all day in Fort Collins, but now that the clouds move in, temperatures are probably dropping below 60.
Pitch, that one was way outside and high.
So a walk with 1 out.
Designated hitter number 2, Tate Johansson.
It's the DH, Tate Johansson, up to bat now. He had a single in the first inning.
Pinch runner coming out.
Pinch runner is number 17, Brian Jarvis. He's a senior. So 1 out. The top half of the third inning, Mustangs lead at 3-1. Runner on first.
Pitch, ball.
Looked like a strike. Umpire thought differently. 1-0 count for Johansson. Runner on first.
Pitch, strike.
Good pitch there from Xander. Another one of those breaking balls that just leaves the batter there, not even thinking about what's happening. The batter just looks like he's frozen. 1 out. Mustangs lead at 3-1. 1-1 count.
Pitch, strike.
Same pitch, back to back. Got him both times with it. Just doesn't want to swing at that breaking ball. It starts out of the zone and curves back into it. Runner at first. It's a pinch runner, Brian Jarvis. Time called. What is happening? Now it's the batters calling timeout instead of Xander stepping off the mound.
Pitch, check swing. He's safe. See, again, I just think that one broke more than, what was it, Easton's?
Easton
that he
Miller,
called
yeah.
as a swing? I
Oh,
just feel
that's
like
true.
that one broke more than Easton's did.
I think that was Kaczynski and Easton Miller. They both
Maybe both. I don't
attempted
know.
a check swing.
But either way, pitch, swing, and a ground ball. First base. It is a fair ball. Goes past him into right field. Gonna hold runner at third and first.
So a single
Now batting
for
first,
Tate
Mustangs
Johansson.
number 9,
It's his second single of the
Bryce
game.
Robinette.
He stays at first, and Brian Jarvis stops at third base as we have runners on first and third. It's like Ethan Moran gave a little bit of a pep talk maybe to Xander. Xander Reese on the mound. Bryce Robinette up to bat now. He had a strikeout in his first appearance. See if Xander can repeat that outcome.
Pitch, strike.
What I've noticed from this umpire so far is that if it's low, he tends to call it a strike, but high pitches that might have maybe caught the zone, he tends to call a ball. We've seen a couple times Xander has thrown it up high in the zone, they've called a ball.
Pitch and running to second. Does not decide to throw it to keep that runner at third.
So a 0-2 count now for Bryce Robinette. Runners on
And
second.
looks
Nope.
like they're shifting in case of a bunt.
Maybe this guy is the speedster.
Stop. It's not going to happen.
Sorry, no speedsters.
Not a single one, man.
Bryce Robinette's not a speedster.
Pitch, swing and a miss.
Kind of.
Very nice. I think that bunt defense there kind of got into his head.
Yeah.
Now batting
Kind of buckled a little, it looked like.
Jacobs.
Yep.
Knees folded the wrong way a little. So 2 outs in the top half of the third inning with runners on second and third. After a strikeout by Xander Reese, this is Gabe Jacobs at the plate.
Pitch, strike. Another low one.
Mm-hmm. I think Xander Reese has caught on to that, to the umpire's strike zone. He's starting to throw a low more. See if the Mustangs adjust to that. 0-1 count for Gabe Jacobs.
Pitch. That was a ball high.
I've noticed that Sam Pease isn't throwing to second on a couple of the two steal attempts that we've seen so far. He decides to just hold it, maybe for the best.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. That's mostly to keep the runner at third so he doesn't try to run.
That's true.
Because every single time that there has been one and he holds it, there's been a runner at third.
That's true. I'm just not insightful enough.
No, you are not.
One of 8 right-handed hitters for the Mustangs.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
In the dirt. Got him. So strikeout to end the inning.
A quick throwback to
top
the pitcher so that you can try to act like you're throwing to second and get the guy to third to run to home so that you can try to get it back and tag him out. But everybody knows about that, so nobody really ever falls for it.
So another solid inning for Xander Reese on the mound. Didn't allow any runs. He had 3 strikeouts, including 1 caught looking. As we start the bottom half of the 3rd inning, Sabercats will be up to bat. Tyler Kuba will be first up to bat for the Sabercats in the 3rd inning. Tyler Smith is still on the mound for the Mustangs. And I'm going to take off my sunglasses because it is not bright. Wow, the grass looks green now. Why do I recognize the song that's being played?
I have no idea what it is.
I recognize this song, but I don't know the name. Funk Soul Brother. I cannot find my chapstick. There's my chapstick.
You're a chapstick addict. I've never needed chapstick.
It's like we got some, who are the Pooter and Paula fans here? Someone might want to tell him it's the wrong game. Maybe he's got kid, cousin, something on the Sabercats. Smith's getting warmed up here on the mound. Kubat's walking up to the plate. Start the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
Number 18, Tyler Kubat.
Kubat had a strikeout looking in the 1st
Tyler
inning.
Smith coming in with 34 pitches, 4 strikeouts.
As I mentioned, I think earlier, he's a right-handed hitter.
Pitch, swing and a ground ball to pitcher. He grabs onto it and is able to get the out at first.
I wonder if there's some trust lost between the first baseman and his fellow infielders because the pitcher ran basically all the way to first just to underhand toss it to him.
Well, that's normally what most people do when that's like that, unless you have to throw it. Most of them just kind of run it there.
It's true. So a 1-3 ground out. Sam Pease walks up to the plate now. Got on base on an error in the 1st inning.
Pitch, check swing. He swung at that one apparently, even though yet again, that one was not nearly as broken as other ones that Ponderosa have been doing. I have a feeling that these umpires may be a little bit biased. I'm not going to lie.
Can't confirm that yet. But
Pitch.
interesting. Wow.
Swung, threw it right at his head.
Sam Pease had to duck at that one. It was going right in the center of his helmet there. Smith might be losing a little bit of control. 1-1 count for Pease.
Pitch. That is in the dirt.
And right after I say he's losing control, one flies over, or flies under.
I just can't help but not be mad at that umpire. That one didn't break nearly as much as Ponderosa's have been breaking.
Definitely interesting that has happened 3 times now.
Pitch. That one was way high.
3-1 count for Sam Pease with 1 out in the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
As Johnny might say, I might start saying some out-of-pocket things here. That umpire keeps it up.
That's true. Johnny Reed said that we were very out of pocket after our game call on Tuesday.
Pitch. It's a nice breaking ball.
Full count for Sam Pease with 1 out in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Mustangs lead at 3-1 still.
Pitch, swing, and a miss. That was a foul ball. My bad.
Pease picks up the ball for the catcher. Good sportsmanship there. Mustangs average 10.6 runs allowed per game. Actually, never mind. That was the SaberCats. Mustangs allow 8.5 runs per game.
Pitch, swing, and a foul ball.
Not that it really means much, though, because on any given day, one team can catch fire. Like on Tuesday when the SaberCats scored 22 runs in a 3-hour-long game on a breezy, cold, rainy day.
Wasn't really raining during game.
It wasn't raining during the game, but it rained for hours beforehand.
Pitch, swing, and a high fly ball over our heads.
Still a full count for Sam Pease. Definitely making the pitcher work for this out here. A little conversation with the umpire. Making sure he doesn't call any strikes on a check swing. Pitcher stepped off the mound. Something's happening in left field.
I think a ball from the other game came in.
JV field is pretty close to the varsity field. Foul ball came into the field. Got it cleared up.
Pitch, strike 3.
Caught Sam Pease looking. Both these pitchers are looking pretty locked in here.
SaberCats number 8, Xander Reese.
Speaking of pitchers, here comes Xander Reese up to the plate. He had a strikeout caught looking in the first inning. See if he can get something going here for the SaberCats with 2 outs in the bottom half of the third inning. The Mustangs lead it 3-1.
Pitch, swing, and a miss.
Don't think Xander really liked his decision there to swing at that. 0-1 count for Xander Reese. 2 out.
Pitch, swing, and a line drive over third baseman's head into left field. Left fielder bobbles it and allows Xander to get the double.
And the second baseman had to jump to catch that throw back in there. That could have been even worse for the Mustangs. But Reese will stop at second and will surely be called a single with an E7.
Oh, there's a corgi walking down there. Man, I want a corgi so bad.
Oh, I thought you meant a corgi walking on the field. Something's happening
No,
here.
down in the bleachers.
Wonder if the... Oh, it looks like the...
Just giving him some balls that were foul.
I think that maybe the ball was getting hard to see, maybe, or possibly. Easton Miller's up to the plate now. Tyler Lewis will be a pinch runner for Xander Reese at second base. I'm glad that we're getting in the groove here. In our first game that we broadcast, I did not know any of their names by their number. But now I just see number 15, and I think, oh, Tyler Lewis. Wind entering the booth again. Breeze is starting to pick up. Easton Miller had a double in his first at-bat in the second inning.
If he can do it again, he can drive in yet another run. Pitch. That one was high.
1-0
Get
count.
the SaberCats that much closer to tying this game. Ponderosa up 3-1.
As more Ponderosa fans enter the facility. Interesting that they all made the drive up here from Parker, Colorado.
Pitch, swing and a miss.
1-1 count for Easton Miller. Tyler Lewis stands at second with 2 outs in the bottom half of the third inning. Mustangs lead at 3-1 over the SaberCats. Checks on him at second. Easton Miller called a time. Mountains are looking pretty nice today. Clouds aren't covering them. They are covering the sun, though.
Pitch. That was a high ball inside.
So 2-1 count for Easton Miller, the sophomore. Still Tyler Smith on the mound for the Mustangs. Pretty good start to this game for him so far. In 2 2/3 inning played. 2-1 count for Easton Miller with 2 outs in the inning.
Pitch. That one was way outside. Ball gets away from the catcher. Safe. Tries to throw it down to second.
Tyler Lewis got back in time. Luckily for the SaberCats, 3-1 count for Easton Miller. I think Tyler was a little indecisive there at second base. Wasn't sure if he wanted to steal on the somewhat wild, on the
I also
minor
think
wild
that he
pitch.
thought the ball got past. Pitch, swing and a miss. I think he thought that that ball went past the catcher.
Oh,
So he started to run, then he saw that it didn't, so he tried to get back.
that's probably what happened. Full count for Easton Miller. 2 outs in the inning for the SaberCats. Bottom half of the third.
Pitch. That one was really close to hitting him there.
Easton Miller draws the walk for runners at first and second for the SaberCats. There are Breck Benedict's fans again. They went closer to the field this time to scream as loud as they could. Breck will only...
Should preface that they are girls.
Yes. We have to disclose that on our live broadcast.
Yep.
Runners at first and second with 2 outs in the bottom half of the third inning.
Pitch. That one was really close yet again to hitting him. Throw down to second does not make it in time.
Another situation where they're trying to get Tyler Lewis over there at second. He's getting a big lead off. Trying to see if they can get him out before he makes it back to second. 1-out count for Breck Benedict.
Tyler Smith is also checking on him a lot, and
He
I think
is.
that's messing up where he wants to throw the ball, so it's getting way inside.
Yeah.
Almost hitting the batters.
Yeah, came very close to hitting both Easton Miller and Benedict.
Pitch. That one was down and in the dirt for a ball.
I wonder if Tyler Lewis is getting in his head a little over there at second.
It might, sometimes he's getting a really big lead, and then other times he's not getting a big lead at all.
That's true. Tyler Smith does not have to worry about Easton Miller first. Probably no possibility of stealing there unless there was a double steal attempt.
Pitch. Again, that one was really inside.
He's definitely letting the runners get into his head. 3-0 count for Breck Benedict. Mustangs lead it 3-1 over the SaberCats. Benedict got out on a ground out in the second inning. See if he can create some magic here for the SaberCats, driving a run.
Pitch. That was a strike pretty much down the middle.
He's probably told by first base coach over there, just don't swing at it with a 3-0 count. But now it moves to a 3-1 count for Breck Benedict, the freshman. Which he's a freshman, so he'll probably only build a bigger fan base by the time he's a senior.
Pitch. Swing and a ground ball to second base. Can only get the out at first.
So 2 runners left on base for the SaberCats in the bottom half of the third inning as the Mustangs still lead at 3-1. As we go to the top half of the fourth inning here at Fort Collins, Colorado. Fossil Ridge High School is the furthest south school out of all the high schools in Puerto School District.
Man, I really thought that was the Moto Moto song at first, man.
Moto from Madagascar, too.
Yeah, man. I swear to God, I thought I was about to hear Moto Moto Likes You, and I was going to be like, why is this playing, my man?
You just got to play anything. Ponderosa High School, an interesting fact about them, they have 1,440 students. Fossil
Xander
has
Reese back on the mound again.
still on the mound. You interrupted my student stat.
That's what you get for always interrupting me, man.
That's true.
I got to give you
It's
payback.
only fair that I interrupt you all the time. Fossil has 2,175 students, most out of any high school in Puerto School District. A new high school is opening for PSD next year. It'll be Timnath High School. And as I mentioned, Fossil is not only furthest south, but furthest east out of all the high schools. So Timnath High School
Wish it would
definitely
have opened earlier so that we could get some of these kids out of here.
is a very crowded
So
school.
packed.
Going through the hallways for the last 4 years has been pretty miserable. It's only gotten worse as just more and more students come to Fossil every year. Ponderosa is located southeast
Xander
of Denver.
definitely did not like that last practice pitch. It went way inside, and he immediately shook his head.
A couple fist bumps from his third and first baseman. So we get ready to start the top half of the fourth inning. Dylan Bice up to bat for Ponderosa.
The lefty.
The only lefty that we've seen from Ponderosa, as we mentioned earlier, get a strikeout caught looking in the first inning. Like Xander wanted to switch up the pitch there.
Pitch. That one was quite a bit inside.
Charlie Steensmo runs out of the dugout as fast as he can to go get that ball. Great hustle.
That's just the thing inside that dugout. You got to be the first one to get the ball, or else you're big loser pants.
You're going to have to run around the field after the game if you're just sitting there doing nothing.
Pitch. That one was way outside. But yeah, that's actually why they want you to do that, so that you're not just sitting around.
Yeah.
So I was playing ball for Fossil during the fall season.
1-out count for Bice.
Pitch. Strike.
Actually, make that a 2-1 count for Bice. It was a 2-0 count before. No outs.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. This one may not be as big of a scoring game as last time.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Score is still 3-1 with Ponderosa leading.
Pitchers are definitely dictating the flow of this game right now. That was a really nice, it looked like a change up from Xander Reese there.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Oh, Bice thought that it hit the dirt and he had a chance to run the first, but the umpire calls it a strikeout anyway.
Another backwards K for Xander.
I thought he was swinging on that one. Who knows? I'll mark it down as backwards and forwards. I thought he swung, but I don't know. Who knows? Max Mervin up to the plate now.
Pitch. Ball.
Max Mervin had a strikeout in the second inning. That was his first at-bat. This is his second.
Pitch. Strike.
1-1 count from Mervin. Oh, I'm sorry, Merv, as the Ponderosa fans here have called him. Kind of reminds me of Home Alone, Marv. Maybe I'll call him Marv, but I'll respect his fans' wishes. Call him Merv.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Dogs are barking here. Didn't know this was a pet-inclusive field, but
Yeah, I told you the corgi that was walking earlier.
oh yeah, the corgi.
Come on, man.
Some Dodger fans in the crowd.
Pitch. That one was high and away.
2-2 count from Mervin. Mustangs lead at 3-1 in the top half of the fourth inning with 1 out. Mervin's getting ready here.
Pitch.
Looked like it was in the zone. Xander Reese did not like that ball call. So we now move to a full count.
I didn't like that ball call. That one was pretty much right down the middle, man.
Umpire is playing a little
bias.
He's a little far left outside of the zone.
Pitch. That one is outside. That's especially when you don't like it, is when it should have been a strikeout and then it goes into a walk.
Yep.
Carson Conant.
So yeah, what should have been a strikeout ends up being a walk. As Carson Conant walks up here, he has a walk in 2 at-bats. As the fan
Box
is falling
fan
over,
falls over.
I thought it was people trying to break into our booth, but it was the door just trying to close any way that it could. 1 out.
Pitch. Strike.
Runner at first for the Mustangs. A 1 count for Carson Conant. Dog is still barking, or whimpering, more of a whimper, not a bark. Probably wants some food. I do too.
I do too. I'm hungry, man.
Xander Reese steps off.
Approaching 5:30 now.
Gotta feed the beast. You know? The beasts. I'm never gonna call us the beast again.
Yeah, please don't. Pitch. Runner to second. That ball goes way over.
Really?
Luckily, the shortstop was there to back it up.
Good save there by the shortstop, yeah. That could have been disastrous. He could have probably moved to third on that play.
Probably.
It wasn't
He
for-
definitely would have moved to third on that play if the shortstop did not.
That
Back
Shane
that up.
Crow over there at shortstop, making the nice defensive play to prevent the runner from stealing third as well.
Trying to make him look at second. Does not. Pitch. That one was way inside.
Still,
Pretty close to hitting him.
still Carson Conant at the plate for the Mustangs with 1 out in the top half of the fourth inning. Max Merv is at second base after drawing a walk and stealing second.
Pitch. That's a nice breaking ball. I feel like that should have been a strike. It was not.
3-1 count for Carson Conant with 1 out in the top of the 4th. It's important to note that there was a pitch that was called a ball, looked like a strike, would have struck out Conant and brought it to 2 outs, but instead we have a runner at second with still only 1 out.
Pitch. That one was way outside.
Another walk drawn for the
That
Mustangs.
was a nice catch to stop it from going wild.
Number 8,
Kubat's yelling
Dennis.
something at Reese, probably trying to calm him down again. And looks like time called now by the pitching coach.
Gonna have a infield meeting. Hopefully this will get him back on track again. Last time it worked out great.
I don't see a reason to take Xander Reese out of the game yet. He's having a
He does
really
have
good
quite a
outing.
lot of pitches, though.
A lot of pitches. He's thrown a lot of walks, but he also has thrown a lot of
He's
strikeouts.
84 pitches so
84
far.
pitches through 3 1/3 inning played. So a possible pitching change here, but we'll see if they let Xander finish out the top half of the 4th inning here. Looks like they will. Reese is still on the mound. Everyone returns to their positions. Runners go back out to first and second base after talking it over with their third base coach.
I think this is the most pitches that we've had a pitcher pitch so far.
Yeah.
At least the ones that we've been broadcasting.
That's true. We didn't broadcast the first 2 home games of the season due to scheduling and weather. Well, not weather, just scheduling.
Pitch. That one was way outside. Again, a nice catch to keep that from going wild.
This is Parker Dennis at the plate. He's trying to walk and also had a strikeout and 2 at-bats in the game. Runners on first and second with 1 out in the top half of the 4th inning. Mustangs lead at 3-1 over the Sabercats. More dogs barking.
Pitch. That was a nice strike.
1-1 count for Parker Dennis. And I'm just going to keep saying it, another right-handed hitter. They have a lot of right-handed hitters. A lot of dogs here. I'm looking around. A lot of dogs.
Pitch. Another nice strike. That one was low and a little bit inside.
Looks like the infield talk worked again. Happened in the first inning after Xander Reese gave up 3 runs. Really calmed down. He got 3 straight strikeouts. Now here with 1 out and 2 runners on. Another infield meeting, and Xander's looking locked in again.
Ponderosa still up 3-1. Pickoff attempt. Does not actually throw it. It was a fake out.
Fans are getting loud here on this Thursday afternoon at Fossil Ridge High School. It's felt like a Friday kind of all day, but still gotta go to sleep and come to school tomorrow, unfortunately.
And then broadcast yet another game.
That part I don't find to be that unfortunate. I like broadcasting.
Yeah, but gonna be tired after broadcasting today's. Pitch. That one was way outside.
Xander's very frustrated with himself after that pitch. This is now a 2-2 count for Parker Dennis, the second baseman for the Mustangs. Checks on the runner at second.
Pitch. It's a ball.
Another full count.
Umpire's not calling the edges of the zone.
No. As I mentioned, it looks like he's standing outside on the left part of the plate instead of, and most umpires don't stand directly behind the plate, but he's definitely a little far off the plate here from the center.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Great strikeout for Xander Reese there. He was getting a little frustrated with himself after throwing 2 straight balls after the 1-2 count. Good
Got
strikeout
two
there.
strikes now. There are 2 outs.
2 outs, both of them have been strikeouts in the inning. Dylan Carey's up to bat now for the Mustangs. It had a strikeout in the 3rd inning. He was caught looking. Runners on first and second. Mustangs lead at 3-1, top half of the 4th inning.
Pitch. Strike.
Can't tell if it's Fossil fans or Ponderosa fans starting to make some noise here. Probably both. Looks like a split crowd, if we're being honest. The Breck Benedict superfans are still in the building. They have moved from right next to the Fossil dugout, though, back to their place in the stand. Probably told by a teacher or a supervisor, someone.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball to first. Going to toss it to Xander to get the outs.
Xander Reese ran as fast as he could from the mound to first to get that out.
Almost knocked the umpire out. Trying to
He
stop
did, yeah.
himself.
Xander's a big guy, too, so I definitely would have been feeling that one in the morning if he got hit by Xander. We now move to the bottom half of the fourth inning.
92 pitches for Xander Reese.
Really good start for him today.
10
4 innings played.
strikeouts.
4 innings played, 10 strikeouts, only 3 earned runs that all
10
came.
strikeouts, 92 pitches.
The 3 earned runs all came within his first 5 batters. Ever since then, he has been locked and loaded, ready to go.
I would be surprised if they didn't pull him out.
That's true. He's looking very tired.
Got a lot of pitches.
Shane Crow will be up to bat first in the bottom half of the fourth. What did I do? Oh, I was marking. Wow. I still have not gotten used to the score sheet. Music is cutting in and out. It's distracting me right now.
I don't know why, but it happens when you like really shake on the table for some reason.
Really? Maybe I should erase my mistake marks later so the table don't shake. Got some old country music going on here. Kind of like a country rock and roll mix.
We don't really have anything else to talk about, so today's my birthday.
Happy
Out
birthday.
here broadcasting the game on my birthday.
Leading off with the SaberCats,
We take no days off
first inning, number 1,
unless
Shane Crow.
scheduling and communication did not work. Hopefully that won't be a problem. Getting into this flow. Shane Crow up to bat first for the SaberCats. Bottom half of the fourth inning.
Pitch, strike.
Shane Crow reached on an error in the second inning. See if the SaberCats can get something going here. Still only one run on the board through 3 innings.
Pitch, that one was way in the dirt.
Wow. I'm not sure if he got distracted by Shane Crow's bunt attempt, but that one did not even reach the dirt before reaching the ground. It looked like it hit the grass. Shane Crow's leading off the inning here. Bottom half of the fourth.
Pitch, that one was way inside, almost hit him. Really got to try to get that under control.
Yeah.
That's happened way more times than you want it to.
2-1 count for Shane Crow.
Especially with how high they're being thrown. They're almost hitting their faces. Pitch.
Whoa.
Again.
Another
one. Really got to lower that.
Have to wonder if Tyler Smith might be getting tired here after 4 innings played, or 3 innings played, excuse me.
Pitch. It's a high ball.
5-pitch walk. Put Shane Crow on base. Lead off the inning for the SaberCats.
SaberCats, number 12, Aidan Bradford.
Third baseman Hayden Bradford is up to bat now. I feel like I just stole your thunder again.
No, that time I wasn't.
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
it.
Sometimes I feel like I can hear you start to, like, do the initial inhale into a announcement, and I just steal your thunder. I'm not trying to steal your thunder.
No, that time I was too focused on the crowd moving. People switching some seats.
Much better crowd than Tuesday. I don't blame them, though.
Pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful.
Tuesday was probably around 40 degrees. Extreme gusts of
Extremely
wind.
windy.
Yeah. There were bags flying into the stadium. It was so windy that they just stuck to the backstop, the gate on the backstop.
Pitch. Strike.
0-1 count for Bradford. Bradford was struck out in the second inning. See if he can get something going here for the SaberCats with a runner on first. Bottom half of the fourth inning, Mustangs lead it 3-1.
Pickoff attempt again. Unsuccessful.
I believe that was Shane Crow earlier on first that he just kept throwing at. Made him jump back to first at least 4 times.
Pitch, bunt attempt. Goes right to first. Tags him out, but advances the runner to second.
So a runner on second with 1 out in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Ethan Moran up to bat now. Moran had a single in the 2nd inning. And he also had a really great defensive play last Saturday against Mullen. One of the few highlights of the game for the SaberCats, unfortunately. But a still really great play that he made at second. Shane Crow at second base.
Pitch. On was outside.
1-0 count for Moran. Still Tyler Smith on the mound for the Mustangs. He was the starter today. Shane Crow at second.
Pitch. Strike.
1-1 count now for Moran. Mustangs lead it 3-1 in the bottom half of the 4th inning with 1 out. He's looking at the runner at second.
Pitch. Strike.
Probably one that Moran should have swung at there. But I think he's waiting for a solid pitch to swing at, one that he feels confident about.
Probably wants to drive in Shane from second into home. Pitch. Way outside.
Wonder if he was distracted by the fan screaming something. Not sure what he was screaming. Nice spring day in Fort Collins, Colorado. It's like snow starting to melt off the mountains.
Pitch. Line
Oh.
drive to first base when he catches it. And he gets the double play because could not get back to second in time. That was a nice snag, though.
That was a nice snag over there at first. And just a really good heads-up play to throw it right back to second base to get the double play to end the 4th inning. Mustangs lead it 3-1 as we go to the top half of the 5th inning after a solid play on defense.
I think they're bringing Xander Reese back out to the mound.
He's having a conversation with the umpire. I do not think he's happy with some of the calls that have been made today behind the plate. Definitely, oh yeah, he's definitely saying
I think
something.
he may be trying to confirm where his zone is.
Yeah,
so he
because
can try to
the
pitch
zone
in
is,
there.
zone has been pretty inconsistent today. The only consistent thing about the zone today has been
There's low strikes.
yeah, low strikes. Because there will be some pitches that are thrown high that are called a strike, and then others that are thrown closer to the zone high that are somehow called a ball. Umpire is talking to Sam Pease, the catcher, as well. I'm sure that both he and Xander Reese have not been very happy with the zone today. But can't let it get in your head. It's got to keep throwing your stuff. It's kind of surprising to see Xander Reese still on the mound here. But he's had a really good start today for the SaberCats. Through 4 innings, only allowed 3 runs, 10 strikeouts. He's caught a lot of batters looking today. Got some nice music going on here. Only thing this baseball game could use is some hot dogs. Probably shouldn't talk about
Yeah,
food.
don't talk about food, man. You're just making me hungry.
My bad. At least you get wings later.
Wings from Domino's, the greatest wings that I've ever had. I don't know why they do them so good, but for some reason, Domino's wings are just, perfection.
I'll probably have to settle for some Chiba Hut. Still a really good option, though.
Chiba Hut for like the 9th time this week.
I am addicted to Chiba Hut.
I know.
He knows. Okay. Up to bat now is Derek Lukes for the Mustangs to start the 5th inning.
Pitch, ball. That one hit the catcher.
Yes, it did. Oh, something's happening now.
Ump just went to give him a ball.
Yeah, he aggressively put that ball in the glove. Though. Now he's talking to Sam Pease, the catcher. The umpire has a problem with Pease and Xander Reese.
We don't know what they're saying. We don't know.
I
if
don't
he
know
has
what
a
they're
problem.
saying, but I can see body expressions. The way that he threw that ball in
Sometimes
the
people
glove.
are just naturally mean with their body expressions. You don't know what they're saying. So
That's true. 1-0 count for Lukes.
pitch. That was a strike.
Make that a 1-1 count for Luke's now. To lead off the top half of the fifth inning for the Mustangs of Ponderosa.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball foul.
1-2 count now for Luke's. Mustangs lead a 3-1 with no outs in the top half of the fifth inning.
It's a good thing that I left a third row. Normally I put the strikeouts there. It's a good thing that I left that third row.
A lot of pitches today for Xander Reese.
Approaching 100.
Yes, sir. This is Xander's
Pitch, swing, and a high fly foul ball?
foul ball, maybe?
I think that one was foul. He's looking foul. Yep.
Called
that was
foul,
foul ball.
yes. On the season, this is Xander Reese's third appearance. He has a 6.30 ERA. Only played 3.1 innings so far this year. So he's doubled his innings played today.
You know what I miss? Our lost hat tally. Pitch. That one was way inside. Almost hit him.
Part of the windy day on Tuesday, we had a lost hat tally because players were losing their hats left and right, including 3 in one play. No lost hats today. Actually, the first baseman lost his hat for the Mustangs on that last play he made to end the fourth inning.
Pitch. Ball. Yeah, but it's not the same if it's not constantly being lost.
That's true. Full count now for Luke's with 1 out in the fifth inning. Infield is playing back. Luke's wears number 7.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. It is dropped, and he is tagged out.
Another strikeout for Xander Reese. Make that 11 on the night.
Now back to the Mustangs, number 2, Tate Johansson.
That was the first out of the inning for the Mustangs.
Yep.
I think I had said 1 out before.
Did you?
For some reason. Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, Tate Johansson up to bat now. He has 2 singles and 2 at-bats in the game.
Pitch. It's a ball way outside.
It's a 1-0 count for Johansson, the DH of the Mustangs. Johansson.
Pitch. Strike.
Johansson leads the team in batting average with 583. He has 12 at-bats. Technically, Gabe Jacobs leads the team in batting average, but he only has 4 at-bats in the season. So I'm going to give it to Johansson. 1-1 count.
Pitch. Calls him safe with that check swing again. I just can't help but say it again. That one broke way more than fossils have been breaking.
Second check swing of the game for the Mustangs that has been called safe. All 3
Third.
check swings. Third? Wow,
Third check swing.
Every check swing for the Sabercats has been called a strike.
Pitch. Ball. Yeah, that was the third check swing that was called safe.
2-1 count for Johansson after the check swing called safe and a ball outside.
Pitch. That one was way inside.
Oh, apparently that was 3-1. So that's a walk for Xander Reese. I need to keep better track of the pitch count.
You really do.
Sometimes I just get so lost talking about lost hats and armchairs stuck to the ground.
I feel like they may be switching out Xander here. He's
Pinch hitter for
at
the
104
Mustangs,
pitches.
Number 17, Brant Jarvis.
Brant Jarvis is coming in as a pinch hitter for the Mustangs. As you mentioned, there's a Alex,
Pitch and change.
pitching change happening.
Tyler Kubat coming in to pitch, looks like.
No, I don't think that's Kubat.
Is
Kubat's
it?
still playing first.
Yeah, and he just came in from first.
Oh, he came over to talk to Xander Reese. It's Hunter Miller on the mound now for the Sabercats. Got some help in the booth, much needed help. Just like our last broadcast. Hunter Miller is going to warm up now. Xander Reese's night appears to be over. Not going to move to the outfield or infield. He's going to head for the dugout.
Going to rest his arm.
Yeah, well-deserved
Pitching
rest.
change for Fossil Ridge. Now pitching number 14, Hunter Miller.
On the season, Hunter Miller has a 9.55 ERA in 2 appearances. He's a junior at Fossil Ridge High School. Where's number 14? So a great night, or a great start for Xander Reese. 11 strikeouts in 5 1/3 inning played. What was the pitch? What was the final pitch total?
104 pitches.
104 pitches for Xander Reese. So yes, definitely some well-deserved rest for him. As I mentioned, 11 strikeouts on the game. And the 3 earned runs came within his first 5 batters face of the game as well. So ever since those 5 batters face, he was just rock solid on the mound for the SaberCats. Miller is still warming up. As we mentioned, the pinch hitter for the Mustangs is Bryant Jarvis, my mistake. Batting .500 on the season. Only 4 at-bats, though. 2 hits. Plays third base. A senior at Ponderosa High School. Still a 3-1 lead for the Mustangs in the top half of the 5th inning with 1 out. Runner on first after the walk. And we're getting ready to get back up here after the pitching change.
Pitch, swing, and a line drive. The gap of third and shortstop holds him to a single.
So a single for Bryant Jarvis to put runners at first and second with 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning. Mustangs lead at 3-1 over the SaberCats. As Gabe Jacobs steps up to the plate now, he has 2 strikeouts in the game. Tate Johansson at second, Bryant Jarvis at first.
Pitch, strike.
Good pitch there from Hunter Miller. After the 1-pitch single that he allowed. Good to get in the zone. 0-1 count now for Gabe Jacobs. Runners on first and second.
Pitch, ball. Owen drops. Owen hits the catcher and drops in front of him.
Good block there by the catcher. With runners on base, you don't want to allow them to advance easily. Still only 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning. Looking at the runner at second.
Pitch, ball.
2-1 count for Gabe Jacobs. Mustangs lead at 3-1 over the SaberCats. Looking at the runner at second.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball back to the pitcher. Does not, fumbles it a little bit, cannot get it to first. And ends up driving in a run to home and advances runners to third and first.
So another run scored for the Mustangs, make that 4-1 over the SaberCats in the top half of the 5th inning. Not sure what the
That
mark
one
that
was
down
just
was.
unfortunate ground ball.
Yeah, took the wrong bounce, bounced off of Hunter Miller. He couldn't get it to Kubat in time. The exchange did not go as planned, which drove across the run. This is Dylan Bice.
Pitch, ball.
1-0 count for Bice. Runners at first and third for the Mustangs with 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning. I have no idea what just happened.
Happening.
Sounded like a hydro flask got hit into the microphone. Who knows what is happening? I'm just the broadcaster.
Pitch, ball.
2-0 count for Dylan Bice. Runners on first and third. Mustangs lead at 4-1 over the SaberCats. Cloud is still covering the sun. It's around 6 o'clock here in Fort Collins.
Pitch. Owen was way inside.
Not sure where else people would be watching the game from. 3-0 count for Bice.
It's only 5:53.
I like to round up. I guess I'd round down
Yeah,
to
you
550.
round down to 5:50.
Somehow I've made it to college algebra. Not sure.
Pitch, strike.
3-1 count for Bice now. Good job by Hunter Miller to get back into the zone there.
3-1 count.
with 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning.
Pitch. That one was way.
Way
That
out
one
of the zone.
definitely got loose.
Definitely got loose. Really good play by Sam Pease to prevent the wild pitch there. That could have been another run. But now we have bases loaded for the Mustangs with 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning.
Peace calls time to talk to his pitcher.
It's like Ethan Moran was going to come out there to talk to him, but decided not to. Tyler Kubat talking to someone in the dugout. Pease returns to his spot behind the plate. It's Merv himself up to bat now. He's drawn a walk in 2 plate appearances. Oh, he also got struck out in the 2nd inning.
Got bases loaded.
Still only 1 out in the top half of the 5th.
Pitch. That one was a ball.
Another one of those high pitches that looks like it might have maybe caught the strike zone. That one looked more like a ball.
No way, that one caught the strike zone, my guy.
1-0 count for Merv in the 5th inning.
Pitch, swing, and a line drive over second baseman's head. That one goes back to the fence. That's going to drive in 1 run. 2 runs. They're going to wave him home for 3 runs driven in. And that is a triple.
So 3 RBI on the triple there from Merv. I'm not going to call him Merv anymore. The Mervin, Max Mervin, drove in 3 runs there to make the Mustangs lead 7-1 now.
Top lineup for the Mustangs. Number 1, Carson Conant.
I don't think I ever want to say Merv again. I just said it 5 times in one sentence.
Then stop saying it.
I will stop saying Merv.
You just said it again.
God, you got me with that one.
You just can't stop. They're going to have a talk at the pitching mound.
Got to settle Miller. Oh, it looks like it's not.
Take him
Wow.
out.
He's hanging his head. Someone in the dugout's got to tell him, just keep your chin up. Definitely not the outing he wanted, but you can't get down on yourself because you just got to keep your confidence high as a pitcher.
Let's see.
Is
Who's
that
on
Charlie
that?
Steensma?
It's number 5.
Yeah, number 5, Charlie
Charlie
Steensma.
Steensma.
First appearance on the year for him. Good starting warm-up pitch there from him.
Pitching change for Paso Ridge. Now pitching number 5, Charlie Steensma.
I believe that was Coach Modelmug talking to the umpire there.
And got some crowd reaction after saying Charlie's name. Got a couple fans in the crowd.
I wonder if Charlie's following matches up to Breck Benedict's following here in the stands.
I highly doubt that.
No, they were screaming hard for Breck.
Yeah, but there weren't nearly as many screaming for Charlie.
That's true.
Nor were they screaming as hard.
I saw Charlie Steensma at a Nuggets game once. Fun fact. He was on the Jumbotron. Don't remember who the Nuggets... Oh, the Nuggets were playing the Utah Jazz that night. They won.
I was just about to say, how do you not remember who they were playing?
I
You
don't
remember
know.
everything.
That was a good game. 2 years ago already.
You think like every Nuggets game is a good game.
Except the ones that they lose. Still only 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning. Mustangs lead at 7-1 over the SaberCats.
You know, I could only name one person on the Nuggets. That's Jokic. It's the only person I could name on the
Good player
Nuggets.
to name.
He's the only player that I know, pretty much. Aren't many other players that I know.
That's true. Steensman's still getting warmed up here for the SaberCats. Looks like Carson Conant will be up to bat. Carson Conant has drawn 2 walks and 3 at-bats, or 3 plate appearances.
Still in the 5th inning?
Still top half of the 5th inning with 1 out.
Score 7-1 now. Ponderosa leading.
4 runs scored in the inning after Xander Reese was taken out of the game. Reese only allowed 3 earned runs in 5 1/3 inning played. Ever since then, 4 runs on the board for the Mustangs.
Pitch. That was a ball.
1-0 count for Carson Conant, the center fielder for the Mustangs.
Pitch. That was a ball.
2-0 count now. Mustangs are in the 5A, 4A Continental League. And they score an average 9.5 runs per game. Look like they're on track to reach that average. See if the SaberCats can get something going when they're up to bat.
Pitch, swing, and a foul ball.
That a 2-1 count for Carson Conant. No runners on, 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning. 1-1 count for Conant. Oh, never mind.
Pitch.
There is a runner on third.
Ball.
He was hiding from me. Runner on third. Looks like a 3-1 count for Carson Conant.
This game may drag on a little bit longer than expected.
Yeah, it is officially 6 o'clock.
Pitch.
After being corrected when it
Ball.
was 5:53. So that's a walk for Charlie Steensman, his first batter faced. Runners on first and third for the Mustangs. They lead it 7-1 in the top half of the 5th inning. Parker Dennis up to the plate now. He has a walk and 2 strikeouts and 3 plate appearances in the game. Plays second base for the Mustangs.
Pitch. That one was quite a bit inside.
1-0 count for Parker Dennis. Sun might be coming down, trying to escape the clouds here. We'll see if that happens. We get closer to sunset, about an hour and a half away.
Pitch. I think that one was a strike, and they tried to do the throwdown, and they got him.
Great throw there from Sam Pease, the second. Get the runner out, attempting to steal. Now 2 outs. That was a crucial out for the SaberCats there. Because now, even if it was a pop out, there cannot be a sacrifice fly, which is important. 1-1 count.
Pitch. That is a fly ball to right field. He
Great
snags
catch.
it. Very nice catch.
Easton Miller out in right field. That's just what I was talking about. Getting him out at second after attempting to steal the base prevented a sacrifice fly there, which would have put the Mustangs lead up to 8-1, but stays at 7-1 as we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. After a great catch by Easton Miller in
Man,
right
these
field.
headphones really hurt my ears, man.
Yeah, they didn't hurt my ears on Tuesday. It's
Yeah, I
weird.
don't know. They didn't really hurt Saturday or Tuesday, but now they're just kind of hurting a lot.
Yeah. Nice spring day in Fort Collins, Colorado. The last day of March. Slight breeze coming in. Not nearly as big as what we mentioned there was on Tuesday. There's a child staring at me. He looked away. He's wearing a nice little bike helmet there.
He
Gotta
was
respect.
stomping his feet earlier in the game.
He likes
Kind
yeah,
of distracted me a little
bringing
bit.
some energy. Gotta like it.
Tyler Smith coming back out. I think he's got 64 pitches. Got 5 strikeouts.
It's like Nathan Kaczynski will be up first.
Got pretty much their whole team out there warming each other up
Yep.
in the outfield.
Pitching coach coming in to talk to the umpire. Oh, giving him some baseballs. Nice guy. Nathan Kaczynski is 0 for 2 today in 2 at-bats. Leads the team in batting average. See if he can get something going here for the SaberCats in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And they need it. After 4 runs were scored by the Mustangs in the top half of the 5th, which involved 2 pitching changes.
Leading off for the SaberCats, the bottom of the 5th inning, number 9, Nate Kaczynski.
Nate Kaczynski up.
SaberCats part of the 5A Front Range League. League play hasn't started yet. It's a non-conference game. Kaczynski up to lead off.
Pitch. That one was way low and in the
Really
dirt.
interesting stance there behind home plate. I just noticed it. Not sure if he's been doing that all game.
Sam was doing that earlier when there was nobody on base, too.
Oh, now he goes back to normal? Or maybe before the pitch he'll move back. Nope.
Pitch. That one was, again, way outside.
2-0 count for Kaczynski to lead off for the SaberCats in the bottom half of the 5th inning. like he's adjusting his shoes or his cleats there. Picks up his bat. He's ready to roll. Mustangs lead at 7-1 in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Pitch. Strike.
2-1 count for Nathan Kaczynski now. No runners on.
Pitch. Ooh, that one was really close to hitting him there.
Yeah. Kaczynski drew.
That is yet another time where he's
Yeah.
almost hit the batter. He's really got to get that ball under control.
Yeah, he's losing some control now late in the game. Says no to the first pitch. See what he comes with now.
Pitch. Strike.
So-
Kaczynski thought that one was a ball. He started to walk to first.
Interesting. Full count for Kaczynski.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
So another strikeout in the game for Nathan Kaczynski.
SaberCats number 18, Tyler Kubat.
As Tyler Kubat comes up to bat now. As we mentioned earlier, Kubat had a great game against Fruta on Tuesday. Had 2 doubles, a single, a home run, and drove across 5 runs.
The first home run for Fossil.
First home run of the season for Fossil.
Pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Let's see if he can beat it out. He cannot.
So a first pitch ground out for the SaberCats makes it 2 outs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Sam P's coming up to the plate now. Sam P's also had a great game on Tuesday. He got 3 hits and 3 at-bats. And I believe he drew 2 walks and got hit by a pitch. 6 plate appearances.
Pitch. Strike.
0-1 count for Sam P's, the catcher.
Pitch. Swing and a foul ball.
Barely missed that one. See if he can make some solid contact here. It's a 0-2 count now for Sam P's. Bottom half of the 5th inning.
Pitch. That one was a ball in the dirt.
1-2 count now for P's. See if the SaberCats can get something going here. Bottom half of the 5th inning with 2 outs. Down 7-1 against the Ponderosa Mustangs.
Pitch. That one was a swung on drop third strike and an out. That was the 80th pitch for Tyler Smith.
1-2-3 inning for Smith. As we move to the that was actually, why was I just kept saying, oh, that was the bottom half of the 5th.
Yeah.
I need some coffee. Top half of the 6th inning. Ponderosa will be up to bat. Steensma is still on the mound for the SaberCats in his first appearance of the season on the mound. Monomog is having more words for the umpire. I think they're just having a nice conversation there, though. They look like it.
They probably are.
Yeah, it looks like they're just talking about something. No aggressive verbal exchange there. Looks like they've come to an agreement on whatever they were talking about. Got some, who is this? Is this Journey? This is not Journey. Is this Bon Jovi? What the? A lot of hair in the, I'm not even sure what to think about what I just saw, so I will not
I
talk
just
about it.
scratched my head and a whole lot of hair came out.
So Dylan Carey will be up to bat first for Ponderosa to start the 6th inning. Dylan Carey is batting .375 in the season and 16 at-bats. He has 2 home runs on the season as well. Good start to the season for Carey. Where's number 13? Plays shortstop for the Mustangs. Dogs. One dog has left the stadium. There's still another dog over there. Not sure where the corgi is.
Corgi sat down over here on our left side. Think that he left.
Corgi's
Right on.
gone.
Cannot see him anymore.
Breck Benedict superfans are still in the stadium, in case you were wondering.
I doubt anybody was wondering.
I don't think anybody was wondering either, but I just wanted to clarify.
Pitch. That one was a ball. Don't skid it off the umpire, I do believe.
Yeah, it looked like it. Kind of was limping a little. It's like he's doing just fine. 1 out count for Dylan Carey to lead off the inning.
Pitch. Ball.
Got a 2-0 count now for Dylan Carey. Mustangs lead at 7-1 in the top half of the 6th inning with no outs. See if Steensma can find the strike zone here.
Pitch. Swing and a ground ball right to Charlie.
Great reflexes on the
And
mound.
he's out at first.
Came right at him. Good reflexes to
Dominating
just
the
immediately
Mustang,
grab it.
number 7, Derek Lukes.
We have a 1-3 put out there, or ground out, I mean. Derek Luke's up to bat now for the Mustangs. He has a single, a walk, and a strikeout in 3 plate appearances today.
Pitch. That one is a ball in the dirt.
1 out in the top half of the 6th inning for the Mustangs. Someone was yelling something from the dugout. They went back to the dugout now. Clouds have not given up at all. Looks like they've barely even moved over the last 2 hours.
Pitch. Strike.
1-1 count for Derek Lukes. Where's number 7? Plays catcher for the Mustangs.
Pitch. Swing and a line drive over the shortstop's head. And he's going to be held to a single there.
Now batting number
1 out
2,
single for the Mustangs.
Johansson.
Tate Johansson up to bat now. He has 2 singles and a walk in 3 plate appearances today.
Gonna pinch run. Number 3.
Number 3 is Aidan Fulker, the senior. Marked down as a utility player. Tate Johansson at the plate. With 1 out and a man on first in the top half of the 6th inning.
Pitch. Swing and a ground ball to shortstop. Gets out at second. Gets out at first. Very nice double play there.
Double play to end the inning for the SaberCats.
That was a routine double play.
That was, yes.
See if Ponderosa puts Tyler Smith back on the mound. They do.
Smith is coming
He's at
out
80 pitches so far
for his 6th inning.
with 5 strikeouts.
I really doubt that they're going to try to get him to get a complete game here. Or not complete game. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? When you play every inning? Yeah. So we start the bottom half of the 6th inning. Smith's still on the mound, as we mentioned. Xander Reese will be up to bat first. The DH started the game on the mound. Through 5 1/3 solid inning for the SaberCats. Only allowed 3 runs. But the lead is now up to 7-1 for the Mustangs over the SaberCats here at Fossil Ridge High School in Fort Collins, Colorado. Mountains are looking really picturesque right now. Sun is still being hidden by the clouds. It's been cloudy, I'd say about 98% of the game. First couple pitches were sunny, and then the clouds came in, which helps us because
I think the JV game finished.
yes, the JV game's
Gonna
over.
come over here and cheer on for their teams.
Some fans have left the field, not sure why. Maybe it's got a little too chilly for them. They didn't prepare. As I mentioned earlier, it's been around 60 degrees all day. Really nice sunny day today in Fort Collins. Clouds decided to come in about 5 minutes after the start of the game. It's been cloudy ever since.
61 degrees.
It is still 61 degrees. Interesting. Xander Reese up to bat for the SaberCats. In 2 plate appearances, he has a single and a strikeout. Great day to walk your dog, as we've seen. A lot of dogs out here. Gotta love dogs. Who doesn't like dogs?
People that love cats.
That's true.
Pitch, bunt attempt. Gets it, but I think that is foul. Yep, foul.
So 0-1 count for Xander Reese now. I almost just dropped my pencil.
Coach
7-1 win.
Smitty walking the bleachers down there.
See the coach of the JV team?
Yes, Coach Smitty is. He's having some banter with some people in the crowd.
That's good. Reese is a left-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher Smith.
Pitch. Ball.
See if Smith starts to get a little tired here. As we mentioned, he's played 5 full innings, only allowed 1 earned run.
Pitch. Swing and a foul ball, I do believe. Yes, foul ball.
Had the distance of a home run, but just went foul.
It would have been a home run, but foul ball.
So
Actually, no, it wouldn't
1-2
have.
count. Really?
It would
Did it
not
land?
have been a home ball.
Oh, it would not have
would
been a
have
home run.
Stayed in the field.
1-2 count for Xander Reese. Mustangs lead at 7-1 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Compared to our last game, this has been a pretty quick game. Last game took 3 hours.
Pitch. Ball. Well, don't give up hope yet. 6:15.
It's been exactly 2 hours since the start of the game.
Pitch. Ball.
Good take there from Xander Reese. I thought that was one that he should have swung at. Ends up being a ball, makes it a full count to lead off the 6th inning for the SaberCats.
Pitch. Ball. Very nice take there. That one was in the dirt. Allowed him to get the walk.
As they say, patience is a virtue.
Now batting for the SaberCats, number 11, Easton Miller.
Easton Miller up to bat now in 2 plate appearances. He has a double and a walk. He also made a really nice play out in right field earlier. I believe, what was that, the 5th inning? Top half of the 5th inning? I think it was.
I can't remember.
Top half of the 5th inning.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Big swing there from Easton Miller. Xander Reese is standing over there first with no outs in the bottom half of the 6th inning for the SaberCats. Easton Miller plays right field, as I mentioned.
Pickoff attempt.
Got
The
away
ball
from
goes
him.
away from him, so that gives Xander Reese easy second. They're going
Going
to
for
wave him
third.
to third. That's how far the ball goes. Going to stop him there. That was a very nice heads-up play.
So a runner at third with still no outs in the inning for the SaberCats. Easton Miller still at the plate.
All
has
he
an
needs
0-1
is a
count.
single to drive in another run.
Tyler Smith has had a couple of those inaccurate throws back to first to try to keep the runner honest. That was the first one that got away from the first baseman, though. SaberCats take advantage. Runner goes from first to third. 0-1 count for Easton Miller.
Pitch. Ball.
1-1 count for Easton Miller. I mentioned earlier that he is a sophomore. Definitely has a really great future with the SaberCats.
Pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. That is
And
a home run.
Easton
Let's
Miller.
go. Easton Miller with the 2nd home run for the SaberCats this season. That drove in 2 runs. That was a very, very nice home run.
Absolutely crushed it to left field. I think most people in the stadium got out of their seat the second it came off of the bat. We all knew it was gone. It just had to stay fair. SaberCats now move to 3 runs on the board. They still trail 7-3 against the Mustangs. No outs in the bottom half of the 6th inning as Breck Benedict comes up to the plate. Superfan cheers weren't as loud as they were early in the game. We'll see if he can get something going here for the SaberCats after a 2-run home run by Easton Miller.
Pitch. Ooh, that one went way inside. It almost hit him in the head again.
I feel like it's almost always Breck Benedict at the plate when these balls are going right at his head. It's either him or Easton Miller that the balls are just coming like inches within hitting their head. 1-0 count.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch to swing at, just couldn't locate it. Mustangs lead at 7-3 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1-1 count for Breck Benedict, the freshman.
Pitch. Swing and right through the gap between first and second. Holds him to a single.
SaberCats got something going here. Bats waking up here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Still plenty of time here. No outs. Shane Crow up to bat now. He drew a walk in the 4th inning and reached on an error in the 2nd. It's like a meeting now.
Gonna call a timeout.
Gotta wonder if this is the night here for Tyler Smith. 6 innings played, 3 earned runs. Looks like he's maybe starting to lose some of his energy. Can't really locate the ball where he wants it to go. Runner on first for the SaberCats. Bottom half of the 6th inning with no outs. Umpire's going into the meeting now. It's like his night is not over. So Tyler Smith is still on the mound now. Interesting decision by the Mustangs. As Breck Benedict retakes his spot at first place. First base, I mean. I think, no, I don't even know why I said first place. No excuses.
No, there's not.
Got to be better. Pretty big leadoff at first.
Pitch. Strike. That one was quite inside.
Yes, it was very inside. Still called it a strike. Hasn't been as bad since about the 3rd inning, but early in the game, the umpire was making some questionable calls.
Pitch. That was a very nice breaking ball.
Was a nice breaking ball. Looks like it barely hooked back into the bottom right corner of the zone there. Runner at first, 0-2 count for Shane Crow.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
What's happening?
Out because there's a runner at first.
Oh.
You can't have a drop third when there's already a runner at first.
So a strikeout for Shane Crow, 1 out in the inning for the SaberCats as Hayden Bradford comes up to bat now. In 2 plate appearances, he has a strikeout and a flyout. Oh, it is not Hayden Bradford. It looks like there is a pinch hitter. It's
Kevin Hamilton.
It's a junior. Only has 3. Oh, never mind. He has 10 plate appearances on the season. He's drawn 7 walks. Very patient at the plate.
Pitch. Strike. That was another breaking ball that Kevin thought was going to hit him, but it did not.
Hooked back into the zone there. Still a runner at first with 1 out in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Pitch. It's a balk.
Called it a balk. Yes.
So runner gets to second on a balk.
A lot of Tyler Smith fans here. 0-1 count for Kevin Hamilton with 1 out in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Taking a long time to find his pitch here. Big lead off at second by Benedict.
Pitch. Strike.
That one looked like it didn't hook back into the zone, but at least he's being consistent with that outside or inside call there. The umpire was being pretty inconsistent early in the game. 0-2 count for Kevin Hamilton.
Time was called.
Breck Benedict is still at second base with 1 out in the bottom half of the 6th inning. SaberCats trail 7-3.
Pitch. That was a ball. He almost swung at that one, but he held back.
So a 1-2 count for Kevin Hamilton. Where's number 2 for the SaberCats? Shortstop and second are playing pretty far back there against Hamilton.
Pitch. Ball.
As I mentioned, Hamilton is very patient. He's already drawn 7 walks and only 10 plate appearances on the season. He's not going to swing at anything that he doesn't have to. 2-2 count for Hamilton.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
So another strikeout for Tyler Smith in this game. SaberCats have 2 outs, runner on second. Earlier in the inning, we saw a 2-run home run from Easton Miller that moved the SaberCats to 3 runs on the board. Immediately after, Breck Benedict got a single, but ever since then, it's been 2 outs for the SaberCats. See if they can get something going here.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
This is Ethan Moran at the plate. 0-1 count. Where's number 22? Smith checks on Benedict at second.
Pitch. It's a ball.
1-1 count for Ethan Moran. Ethan Moran is batting 125 on the season, as I mentioned earlier before this game. Not earlier before this game, but
Pitch. Swing and a line drive over the gap. First and second, and it is caught.
so after a 2-run home run by Easton Miller early in the inning, the SaberCats leave one stranded. So we move to the top half of the 7th inning.
Man, I'm getting hungry.
I'm just ignoring my hunger.
6:30.
It's like either Bryant Jarvis or Bryce Robinette will be up to bat in the top half of the 7th inning for the Mustangs. It's like it's still Charlie Steensma on the mound.
He's got 15 pitches so far.
You'd have to think that moving into the bottom half of the 7th inning, that Tyler Smith would not be on the mound for the Mustangs. He's had a very long game.
He's got 105 pitches.
Wow.
Tyler Smith
So he's surpassed Xander Reese's pitch total on the game
by 1 pitch.
by 1 pitch.
I would be surprised if they tried to keep him in.
Me too. Part of me is surprised that Xander Reese had so many pitches, considering SaberCats have to play Grand Junction tomorrow. He'll probably be out of the lineup, just given the rest that he deserves,
There are other great pitchers for Fossil.
including Easton Miller, who, as I mentioned earlier in the game, closed out Tuesday's win against Fruta with 2 innings played, only allowed 2 runs. Looks like it will be Brian Jarvis.
Leading off for the Mustangs in the top of the 7th inning, number 17, Brant Jarvis.
In his only at-bat, he has a single.
Pitch. Strike.
Came in as a pinch runner in the 5th inning. 0-1 count for Brian Jarvis.
These chairs are so uncomfortable, dude.
Yeah, they are. We should bring our own cushions.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. Where are
Quick.
we going to keep the cushions?
That's a good point. Nowhere to keep the cushions. Can't tell, but it looks like someone's warming up in the bullpen for the SaberCats.
Pitch. Swing and a ground ball to shortstop. Get the out.
Good play there by the SaberCats to get
I
the first out of the
Do
inning.
not believe any. Yeah,
Oh,
somebody
yes.
is actually.
Someone is warming up in the bullpen.
Gabe Jacobs.
Can't see their number now. Their number though. The dugout is in the way, but someone is warming up. Gabe Jacobs up to bat now for the Mustangs after a 6-3 ground out. Top half of the 7th inning.
Pitch. Swing and a foul ball.
Top half of the 7th inning. Mustangs lead at 7-3 with 1 out. 1 out count for Gabe Jacobs.
Pitch. Swing and a line drive in the gap from shortstop and second. Going to hold him to a single.
So a single for Gabe Jacobs. It's his 2nd single of the game.
Now batting for the
And
Mustangs,
4
number 6,
at-bats.
Dylan Bice.
Dylan Bice up to the plate now. He's the only left-handed hitter that we've seen today for the Mustangs. Where's number 6? Which is funny because I have him down on my stat sheet as number 10.
Pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to right field.
Gets down.
That is going to reach the fence. He's tried to round. Tried to round second there. but
Kept
it
the
was
runner
held
at
up.
3rd. That was a really good throwback in there by the right fielder. I believe that is still Easton Miller out there on right
Now
field.
batting number 15,
Kept the runner at
Lance
3rd. No
Lerman.
run for the Mustangs. They still lead 7-3 in the top half of the 7th inning.
Who do you have for number 10?
On my stat sheet, I have Dylan Bice as number 10, but he actually wears number 6. Not sure why Max Preps gave me number 10. And they just called a balk on Charlie Steensma, which will drive across a run.
Make the score 8-3. Ponderosa is leading.
Unfortunate there. After holding the runners at second and third by the great throwback in, they end up advancing anyway.
Pitch. That one was way inside. He lost control of that one for sure. It almost hit him.
This is Max M. I'm not going to say his last name any more times, like I said. 1-0 count.
Pitch. Swing. A line drive right to third base when he catches it and almost catches the runner at third base off guard, but he's able to get back in time.
Top of the order for the Mustangs, number 1.
Really good heads up play. I mean, it went
Conant.
right to him.
Yeah, that was a routine line drive straight to him.
Good reactions, though, by Hayden Bradford over there at third base. 2 outs in the top half of the 7th inning for the Mustangs.
Pitch. Ball.
As Carson Conant comes back up to the bat. He's drawn 3 walks today in 4 plate appearances. 1-0 count for Conant.
Pitch. Strike. He wanted to swing at that one. He held up. He should have swung.
1-1 count for Conant now. Steensma still on the mound for the SaberCats.
Pitch. Ball.
2-1 count. 2 outs in the top half of the 7th inning. Mustangs lead at 8-3. Cute little bird just landed on top of the.
Bird just chilling up on the gate over here. Pitch, swing, and a ground ball right back to Charlie. Gets the out at first.
So 1 run on a balk for the Mustangs.
SaberCats really need to get the bats heating and going in order to catch up.
The lead is definitely not insurmountable. We saw the SaberCats score 13 runs in the first inning on Tuesday's win against Fruta.
Without
So-
a single home run. They just
Yeah.
got those slow and methodical.
Slow and methodical. Their home run didn't come until the bottom half of the 6th inning when Tyler Kubak crushed one to left field.
They are indeed taking out Tyler Smith, and he is getting replaced by Jacob Rethman.
Look at you, stealing my thunder.
I'm the play-by-play.
That's
I
true.
should be calling this out, but I let you do it because you want to talk.
And I have every player to have ever played. Just kidding. Even though Max Preps has.
We just kind of
Give me the
let
wrong
each other
stats.
talk whatever we want to talk.
That's true.
There's no real set roles here.
Number 12,
I'm just mostly the pitch guy.
Jacob Rethman.
We don't
Most
have.
play-by-plays, but you do some play-by-play, and I do some color commentating.
Got a good mix here.
Yeah, good system.
Last game, I believe there were only 2 umpires. That was something I
Yeah,
noticed.
now there's 3.
Yeah. Although the 2 on Tuesday did better than the 3 today. Just kidding.
Little out of pocket there.
It is out of pocket.
I do agree,
But
wholeheartedly.
I don't
But-
think the umpires will be listening back to this broadcast.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's
that
really-
they do. And if they do, too bad, so sad.
It's really just been behind the plate and first base, behind the plate and first base umpires that have been a little weird today. What?
Make sure that we're still recording. Have OBS open.
We
at all
are still
times.
recording. Jacob Rethman.
Don't really need Audition open. We just need OBS open.
Jacob Rethman has an 11.67 ERA in the season in 2 appearances. Does not have a win
Oh, no,
or a
you're
loss.
the one sniffling.
I had to. There's something in my nose. Parking lot's still pretty full at Fossil Ridge High School. I wonder if there's another event going on.
And quite a bit of yeah, there's
Well, the tennis match is
soccer
over.
game going on right now. 6
Ah,
o'clock,
yes.
remember?
The soccer game.
Kaczynski.
If you're in the area, you can go catch a soccer game. Only about 33 minutes in.
Why would you be in the area and listening to the radio call?
Some people just don't want to leave their house. I'm one of those people. Bottom half of the 7th inning, Nathan Kaczynski leads off for the SaberCats. After the pitching change in between innings.
Pitch. Oh, and there's a ball in the dirt.
Yeah, there's really something itchy in my nose right now, but I'm just going to deal with it.
Pitch. That one is a strike.
1-1 count for Kaczynski now to lead off the bottom half of the 7th inning. Mustangs lead at 8-3. As I've mentioned a couple times, Kaczynski's batting .533 entering today.
Pitch. That one's a ball inside.
2-1 count for Kaczynski. Sabercats got to get something going here, and it starts with the leadoff man. Leadoff man can get on base. Just gotta get some momentum in the bats here.
Got to work his magic and pull another walk. Pitch, or get the ground ball in the gap, but somehow the shortstop snags it, keeps him to a single.
That one got through. Who knows?
It was a nice snag.
That was a nice snag.
A diving snag.
I believe that was Brian Jarvis over there. No. That's Carey. That is Dylan Carey over there at shortstop with the diving snag to hold Kaczynski to the single with no outs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Kubat at the plate.
Pitch. It was a nice strike, almost down the middle.
0-1 count for Tyler Kubat. Coming off a great game against Fruta on Tuesday. Runner at first with no outs.
Pitch. Bunt attempt. Pulls back in time to let it be a ball.
1-1 count now for the first baseman, Tyler Kubat. Nathan Kaczynski is standing at first. Mustangs lead at 8-3. It's a bush plane flying over.
Pitch. Swing and a ground ball just in the gap from first to second.
Oh.
And the left fielder did not pick it up, but still holds them to just one base each.
Nathan Kaczynski stayed over there at second. He was rounding third, and the third base coach told him to hold up at second.
Rounding second, not third.
Yeah, second. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up here. I'm ahead of myself right now. I got to talk slower. No outs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Mustangs lead 8-3 over the Sabercats. Kubat standing at first. Kaczynski standing at second, not third.
Pitcher steps off.
Sam Pease at the plate now for the Sabercats. Taking a long time to get his pitch here. Checks on the runner at second.
Pitch. Ball.
Sabercats have to get something going here. All it takes is a single to drive across a run. Second baseman going over second for the possible pickoff.
Pitch. Ball.
2-0 count for Sam Pease. Sabercats still trail 8-3 in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Pease bats third in the lineup. Checking on him at second.
Pitch. That one's a strike.
Like I said earlier, at least the umpire's being consistent. While I personally think that was a ball, the umpire's been consistent in calling that a strike all game.
Maybe you should sign up to be an umpire then.
I can't handle that pressure. I'm just a critic. Being a critic is easy.
Pitch. Ball. Well, if you can't take it, then you probably shouldn't deal it.
Says who? I have First Amendment rights.
That does not apply here.
That is true. That only applies if the government is restricting my freedom of speech.
It's government shall not restrict your freedom.
This is a
of speech.
school-funded broadcast, though. Runners at first and second, 3-1 count.
Pitch. That one hit him?
Looked like it hit him. Still a walk
Pretty
anyway.
sure it was a ball anyway,
Yeah.
so it was a walk anyway.
Shortstop and second baseman. And entire infield coming in to talk to the pitcher. After allowing 2 singles and a walk to load the bases for the Sabercats here in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
See
All
if
it takes is
Xander
one.
Reese can get us maybe a home run, maybe another one.
Home run would be ideal. It would put the Sabercats down 1. But I'd even take a single or a double here. Drive across at least 2 runs. Sam Pease, not sure what his speed is like.
You can't talk too soon. We may just pull this out to be another 7 o'clock game, man.
That's true. Sun's starting to peek down below the clouds now.
Pitch. Owns a ball. Catcher stops it in front of him. Make sure that it doesn't get behind him.
Wild pitch would have brought a run across. As now, of course, towards the end of the game, the sun comes out, and I have to put my sunglasses on again.
I got this little wall here to block me.
That's good. Bases loaded, 1-0 count for Xander Reese. Bottom half of the 7th inning.
Pitch. That one was a strike, even though
Interesting
that was
strike call.
way in the other batter's box. I hate to call that one out, but there's no shot that that one was a strike.
Umpire's changing his spot now. I can see my reflection now because of the sun.
That's why I wanted the window open. Pitch. That one's a ball in the dirt.
2-1 count for Xander Reese. Mustangs lead at 8-3 in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Bases loaded for the SaberCats. Xander Reese at the plate.
Still got bases loaded. Here's pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to center field. That will drop just at the fence, just short of a home run. That will drive in 1 run, 2 runs though.
Got
And
away.
The
They
ball
got away
away
from the pitcher,
Oh, but
and they hold him at third.
Hold him at third.
Still 2 runs across for the SaberCats.
That was very close to being yet another home run.
As they're slowly creeping back into this game after being down 7-1, the lead is down to 3 again for the Mustangs. Runners at 2nd and 3rd with still no outs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Easton Miller up to the plate now.
There
He
goes
has-
Fossil's streak being broken. Now they finally have gotten some scores in the 7th inning,
Yep.
which doesn't normally happen.
That hasn't happened yet this season. So, what is that? No, that's not 4 runs. 2 runs in the 7th inning for the SaberCats so far. Still no outs as they trail 8-5 against the Ponderosa Mustangs. Easton Miller up to the plate now. Dangerous hitter this game. He has a double, a walk, and a home run that drove in 2 runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. See if he can recreate some of that magic.
Will he do it again? That is the ultimate question here.
I have to sit all the way back in my chair because the sun is killing me right now.
I think they're doing a pitch and change here.
Pitching change for Ponderosa.
Pitching
Now
change.
pitching number 13, Dylan Carey.
Going to be Dylan Carey, the senior. First appearance of the season for him.
They took out Jacob with only 15 pitches.
Guess they didn't like what they'd seen from him so far. He couldn't get an out. Allowed 2 runs. It's right about now that I wish I had some Oakleys instead of these $20 Target sunglasses that I own. Still get the job done. Not as well as some of the expensive sunglasses though. I really wish the clouds would just dip back down below the sun again. As weird as it sounds. It is a really nice view though with the sun shining the way it is on the field.
Especially for me, since the sun's not in my eyes, I can just see a bright field.
Shadows are about 30 feet long as we grow nearer to sunset.
It's 6:43.
According to our recording time, we're about 2 hours and 23 minutes into this game. So it looks like Carey's warmed up. Runners return to 2nd and 3rd with Easton Miller up to bat now for the SaberCats.
See if Easton can pull off his magic again.
He's starting to get hot at the plate the last 2 games. He's been on fire. Pitching coach is still talking to the pitcher, and now the umpire finally goes out there. Gives him a little pat on the back. We're ready to go. Umpire's talking to the pitching coach.
He's done that every single time that someone's gone up to talk. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Really doesn't ever happen.
SaberCats trail 8-5 after a 2 RBI double by Xander Reese. Still no outs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Now or never for the SaberCats.
Xander Reese points at Easton, try to get him that hype that he needs. Pitch. That was a ball.
Down in the dirt there. on Carey's first pitch of the game. 1-0 count for Easton Miller. It's around 6:45 here in Fort Collins.
Pitch. That was a ball.
2-0 count now for Easton Miller.
Got runners on third and second. No outs still. Pitch. That was an inside strike.
So a 2-1 count now for Easton Miller. Runners at second and third.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yes, you did.
2-1 count. Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Make that a 2-2 count now for Easton Miller. Got to get something going here. You can't end the game like this with 2 runners on base. Still no outs.
No outs, so it really wouldn't be that much.
It
of
wouldn't.
an
Oh
end.
yeah, it obviously wouldn't be the end.
Pitch. Strike 3.
Another one that's inside, looks like a ball, and the umpire calls a strike.
Now batting for the Sabercats, number 10, Breck Benedict.
Breck Benedict up to bat now. See if he can be the one to get this train rolling.
Breck so far in this game he has a single that he got in the 6th inning.
Pitch, swing, and a foul ball. That one went behind us.
Breck's last game against Fruita Monument. He bet. Oh, he did not bet. My bad.
Really? I thought he did.
I thought he bet too. Oh, he pitched.
Pitch, ball. In the
He was
dirt.
on the mound. That's why we saw him.
Yeah.
So a 1-1 count for Breck Benedict. Playing center field today for the Sabercats. Got to get something going here, even if it's just a single.
Pitch, swing and a miss. He does not realize.
Did Breck get hit in the face? Breck grabbed his chin. Looks a little
I think he was
uncomfortable right now.
adjusting his helmet.
Oh, probably. That was a big swing. 1-2 count for Breck Benedict. The sun is relentless right now.
Steps off the mound.
Still only 1 out in the bottom half of the 7th. Mustangs lead at 8-5 over the Sabercats.
Pitch, swing, and a ground ball to shortstop. Going to get the out at first.
Drives
But
across a
drives
run.
in a run.
It's getting real close here
Scores
at
now
the end.
8-6.
It's getting real close here as Shane Crow steps up to the plate now.
Just one real good hit could tie this game with only 1 out.
That's all it takes is one blast. Runner at third is Xander Reese.
Pitch. Safe
About
on
time
that
they
check
called a
swing.
check swing safe. If they had called that one a strike, I think
That
the
I
fans,
would have threw something.
the
at
fans
them.
probably would have started a riot, if I'm being honest.
I would have started a riot.
Didn't even come close to going around. 1-0 count for Shane Crow. I just called it a cow, not a count. My bad.
Pitch, swing, and a foul ball.
Just barely got under that one. He had the timing right. Runner at third with 2 outs. Sabercats trail 8-6. Bottom half of the 7th inning.
Pitch, strike. You look that one right into the mitt.
This could be it for the Sabercats now. 1-2 count for Shane
Could
Crow.
be.
2 outs. They fought hard these last couple innings to get back into this game. See if they can make something happen here.
Pitch, check swing, and it is safe.
Umpire at first base doesn't even really look like he's paying attention half of the time. Either
I
way,
feel
it's
like
a-
he may just be guessing a lot of these.
Either way, it's a 2-2 count for Shane Crow. the runner on third.
Pitch. That one was behind the batter.
Full count. Shane Crow leaned forward a little there. Looked like it was going to hit him. I don't blame him for getting out of the way of that one. I would not want to be hit by a baseball.
Pitch. That is a ball. Very nice eye.
That was,
Get runners on
I thought
third
for sure,
and first.
with the way the umpire's been calling this game, I thought for sure they'd call that a strike. Luckily for the SaberCats, called a ball. Runners at first and third. Third base coach for the Mustangs has some words for the umpire. Oh, it gives him a thumbs up. Umpire's talking a lot to the Mustangs dugout. Not sure why. To say
Was
pinch
he
hitter.
talking to the
Pinch
Mustangs
hitter.
dugout?
How about this for a story? How about this for a story? The freshman Owen Morgan just moved up to varsity today, has a chance to drive in a run for the SaberCats here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
It's a lefty.
Something's happening here.
Something is indeed happening.
Oh, he put the ball in the dirt to adjust his glove.
And so now they're making him change it out.
Yep. Not sure why he didn't just put the ball in the glove to adjust
I
his
don't
glove.
know. That was kind of weird.
Either way. Here comes Owen Morgan, freshman.
Lefty, like I said earlier.
Wears number 27. Pinch hitter for the SaberCats.
Pitch. Ball.
Good eye there.
Could be his big moment to prove that
Could
he
be.
should be staying on varsity.
The reason they moved him up to varsity, he's got a chance to show why here.
Pitch. Strike.
Looked a little low, barely caught the bottom part of the zone there. 1-1 count for Owen Morgan. Loud bang in the bleachers. Something's happening.
Pitch. Swing. Foul ball? I
Yes.
do believe that was a foul ball.
Probably shouldn't have swung on that one. But got to be some pressure right now on the freshman.
Just need 2 runs to tie the score. 2 outs. 1-2 count. Last chance Fossils got to tie it.
Even a double could drive in 2 runs here, depending on Shane Crow's speed at first.
Pitch, swing, and a high fly ball to left field. It is caught.
Caught by the center fielder.
Ends the game. Score 8-6.
So
But
Owen Morgan.
Runner stranded at third and first.
Owen Morgan, the freshman, almost did it there. He almost
so
did
close, but that center fielder just had too good of a snag.
it. Had to think that if that had got past the center fielder, that would have been 2 runs for the SaberCats to
It
tie
could
it.
have been.
But
What could have been is no longer have done.
coulda, woulda, shoulda. SaberCats fall 8-6 to the Mustangs on this Thursday night. They move to 3-3 on the season. 3-2, I believe, at home. Mustangs will move to, I assume, 3-3. Like I said, their last game is not in there. We'll be back here tomorrow when the SaberCats take on Grand Junction at home. That should be a good one. Thank you all.